And with that, we should be live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of me performing embarrassingly at video games. It's gonna be great, trust me. Today,
No,
we're
let's
gonna
still have a stream.
No, I'll get that eventually. Who knows? Maybe I'll do it after Jump King in 7 years. It's gonna be great, trust me. Alright, yeah, we're playing Jump King today, and as we all know, I am exceptional at video games. And you know what else I'm exceptional at? Preparations, because I don't have my second monitor right now. I will be right back.
God damn it, TJ.
Nor do you have your Discord stream up.
Laptop, they're coming in handy once again. Time to bring TJ's stream up. Why do I have like a billion YouTube tabs open on my laptop? Oh, I know why. Because it's me and my laptop just froze.
Alright, now
beautiful.
we're set. Now we're ready. So, I have seen very little about this game, other than the fact that I've heard, one, it is hilarious to watch people stream and fail, and two, I don't actually think there's anything else I know about it. I straight up think that's it. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and pop this open. Probably get my eardrums blown out for the first few seconds when it eventually opens. Come on. Come
Ears
on.
blown out's the fun part.
Alright, here we go. This is going to end well.
Very.
This is gonna be awful. Oh, wow. Earth? The second monitor is not doing very well with the Twitch chat. Alright, hitting refresh seems to have done it. Co-host stream window. I would never do such a thing. Alright. OBS recommended settings, window caption, OBS, usable, game caption. Okay.
How fascinating, I have your stream open, but yet I didn't see that message.
Huh, fascinating. It might be overlaid onto OBS, I don't know. Either way, we don't need to check any options. Who would ever do such a thing? Legend has it that there is a smoking hot babe at the top. You have heard the legend too. So you're gonna get that babe, right?
Get that there, babe.
Go on then, get up there. Heh, heh, heh. This is not good.
Oh, the charged jump.
Yup.
Welcome to Super Mario Bros. 2.
I'm so good at video games.
Oh man, the old man's not gonna sit there and talk to you about your failures every time.
Not yet.
No, the old man's supportive.
Impossible. I've never been supported for my failures before. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of them though, so the opportunity may come eventually.
See, he supports your failures only because they're funny to watch.
Not wrong. Alright, some intel. Some awful intel. Somehow very much in character for me.
Small hop.
I would never do such a thing. The only kind
Also-
of hops I have are the ones that let me lie face down in a ditch.
Just to let you know, coyote time does not exist in this game.
What is that?
Coyote time is a concept in a lot of video games
Oh,
where
is that the
if
thing
you...
where you can jump after you walk off a platform?
Yes, for like a few frames.
Yeah. Okay, that makes so much sense. Also,
Yeah, it's referred to as Coyote time. It does not exist here,
checks out.
as I'm sure you can understand why.
I never would guess. Oh, this is gonna take me a while, and I don't have any fun commentary planned.
But the reason I mentioned
commentary
Coyote
is
time is because someone I know who was playing this for the first time actually complained because the game didn't have Coyote time, despite the fact that that would go against the fundamental controls of the game.
I got a fairy the other day. You want a peek? Too bad! Okay. I didn't realize he'd have another text scroll.
Understandable. I think it's just saying a good day.
Entirely possible. That did appear to be what was being said.
I just fucked up my MSQ. Whoops, I'm supposed to say something. I went the opposite direction.
They're dead now.
Did it!
Impossible. No one's
Made
ever
progress!
done that. And I lost it all right away. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate you pointing out my successes.
Someone's
Am
gotta
I
be
lucky?
supportive.
Terrible mistake. I seem to do much worse without support. Or no, much
Exactly.
better without support.
That's exactly why.
Fair enough.
Obviously, I need to pull up the list of Bennett potty quotes when you fail,
Yes.
and just start reading them out.
Yes. This is a great
Make
idea.
sure to do it in like an Axel-style British voice.
This will not end poorly.
I'm sorry. Did I just find something?
Did you know?
There's apparently a video that was released by Kotaku in 2017 of Bennett Foddy playing Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy.
Oh,
Incredible.
no. How'd that go for him?
I do not know. It is an hour long.
That somehow checks out.
You guys take guitar hearing his own voice.
This is a story of man named Scandal.
When
Start
will I
doing
learn?
that voice for all of these.
That your actions have consequences.
Yeah, that. When will I learn that? Never, apparently.
When will you learn that you have different jump
Better by
arcs?
far, you should forget and smile than that you should remember and be sad.
Wait, do I?
Depending on the different power, it changes your jump arc.
Checks out. So it seems like higher power leads to a steeper jump angle.
Yep, higher power gives you more verticality, lower power gives you more horizontal momentum.
Checks out. Does not
That
check
wasn't a
out
major
how
fail.
I'm so bad at video games. This definitely was not a mistake.
I guess I forgot that he also does say that the person that's attributed to the quote.
I'll figure it out.
So-
I'll get there.
Don't hate
If-
the player, hate the game.
If I
Nice.
can make a suggestion, when you get stuck there, don't jump right. Jump left and bonk off of the block.
That would make sense, yes. Not like this. Come on, brain. I know you're there somewhere. Maybe, possibly. Who knows? Actually, not me. Why am I stupid? Don't ask.
Coyote time doesn't exist.
That's not. Oddly enough, I wasn't expecting it to do anything there. I was just being stupid and forgot to hit jump at all.
I know.
Oh man.
So, you've made it to the third screen so far. You're already doing better than some people.
Impressive.
Can I see another's woe and not be in sorrow too? Can I see another's grief and not seek for kind relief? William Blake.
Good. Are you feeling good now, old man?
I feel good.
I feel fine.
I'm feeling better.
Well, it's not better.
I think I could go for a jump.
Don't be such a baby. I'm really struggling to get a hang of angles. That being said, I personally blame that on my high school geometry teacher.
As you should.
Does everyone have a terrible high school geometry teacher?
What did you have?
I never went to high school. I was homeschooled.
Does everyone who went to a public high school have a terrible geometry teacher?
Good one.
Twitch
My
chat.
senior year.
How are your geometry teachers? Like I have
Twitch chat, are you there?
My senior year when I had to retake geometry.
Twitch
I'd have
chat in quotes.
You're not wrong. No.
Bonk.
Why am I stupid?
Monkey Messiah.
That's not the thing
Just
you're
as
supposed to
mean.
bonk.
I'll figure it out eventually. Trust me. And if you know anything about what I mean when I say trust me, you know exactly what I mean. Glorious.
No.
success.
Bonk off of that block to your left to land on the platform to your right.
Hmm.
I thought he just jumped in the pit on accident again.
It would not be out of character for me,
No, it wouldn't.
as demonstrated by that. Oh, I wish that I was young again. Then I would reach the babe in no time. Would you now? Oh yes.
Don't worry, old man, you can probably reach the babe faster than TJ.
I will confirm this. Not I will neither confirm nor deny, just I will confirm this.
Bro,
I'm having a stroke or
did you
something.
fall into the pit in the first room?
It's my legendary talent. It's called throwing for content, and by that I mean it's just me being bad, but I'm gonna claim it's me throwing for content. You all signed. Everyone here signed up to watch someone who is notoriously awful at video games, particularly platformers, play this. So if you're disappointed in me, that's on you.
I didn't sign a contract.
You did not sign a contract, but by being here, you have implicitly intended to witness this.
Well, see, no, I'm here to give you extra content.
I do appreciate extra content. As we all know, content is what matters most. So,
I'm here to be your entire Twitch
Okay,
chat.
so now you go onto the block. Go to the Raven.
Intel. Intel jump.
At this point, would it be smarter to bonk? No, it wouldn't be.
I was testing Jeff's hypothesis prior to even asking it.
Gotta love TJ actually knowing what I'm gonna say before I even say it. Oh. Okay.
Don't ask. Intel jump. I'm not sure if this was...
I wonder if there was a better platform you could have.
No,
Been
actually,
on.
TJ made the correct decision.
Oh.
You cannot land on that platform to the left when you first go up. There is no jump arc that allows it.
Colossal drain.
I love how you made it through that room, like first try.
Oh,
That would have been so funny if you went into the hole
all the
there.
way down.
Literally all the way to the bottom.
It was close to it. It was close. And yes, that would have been content. Unfortunately, instead, you're stuck with me like this.
I love how every single time you fail a jump, you just fucking fall right on your face as well.
It's wonderful. It's exactly how I would fall. Like, as a person.
But okay, TJ, if you want some encouraging words, you're already doing better than a lot of players just by making it to the Colossal Drain within an hour.
Nifty shit.
It's been 10 minutes.
The rest of my progress would beg otherwise, but that...
You're
that is
already
far.
doing better than a lot of players. I'm not even joking.
Just the fact that it's only been like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I've seen some people take over 2 hours to get to the Colossal Drain.
Boy, am I lucky I'm not one of those, because it's content. But as great content as failure is, success is also content in its own way.
Is it? Is it really?
In its own way. Why am I stupid? I know that I can't full charge that already. And that...
You know you need to full charge that.
See, I have a brain somewhere in there. It's not a good
Buster
one.
Wolf. I don't have to say the first part, because if I say the first part, then someone else would always just respond with Buster Wolf, so I might as well just say Buster Wolf to begin with.
Oh. Interesting maneuver.
Jab, jab.
Jab, jab, power done. I'm pretty sure it's dive, but I don't know. I haven't played Smash in forever. And besides, I'd rather play KOF over Smash.
Understandable.
Y'all
That being
wanna play
said, I suck at
Smash?
KOF.
What?
Almost as much as I suck at jumping.
See, that's the main word. Almost. Because that means it's not quite there yet.
Why did I think I could do that? Why did I think I could do that?
I don't know, but you haven't lost too much progress.
This is true. There it is. That's not true. Not as much as I lost earlier, that's for sure. Once again, not as much as I lost earlier, that's for sure.
I love how every 2 jumps you're going backwards about half a room.
I mean,
It's wonderful.
1 step forward, 2 steps back. TJ just wants to live by those words.
I'll make you eat those words.
Yummy.
Delicious. I would know. I am a culinary master in that regard. No other regards. I cannot cook for shit.
See, I'm okay at cooking certain things.
Yeah,
I've been expanding my repertoire.
good to hear.
I'm good at just kind of putting shit together that we have in the fridge.
Yeah, that's one thing I can't do. I have to get very specific ingredients.
Yeah, no.
Understandable.
I cannot look into the I literally cannot look in the fridge and go, oh yeah, I can make this or this or this. I literally go there and go, what the fuck is any of this?
Not to get political, but what the fuck is oatmeal?
People call it cereal, but it's not. It's disgusting mush.
I agree.
Man. Ow. Classic maneuver on my end.
Yeah, not like, as long as I've got eggs and milk, I can look in the fridge like, okay, so this will be good in an omelet, this will be good in an omelet, this would be good, but not with this. And we're like, okay, I have to make an omelet.
So you're an omelet guy. Got it.
Sometimes.
See,
I'm not
also
saying there's
just
anything
about
wrong
being
with
able to
omelet.
cook.
Yeah, like eggs, they're like the easiest thing to make, to find things with. Like, but I guess I'm not adult enough yet. I can't look at a fucking a refrigerator full of vegetables and go, yeah, I can make food here. I go, ew, gross, get that shit out of here.
See, so I prefer meat, but I really do like vegetables.
I'm the same way.
It
personally.
really depends on the vegetable for me.
I've not gotten to the point where I can cook with vegetables very effectively yet, but I can cook with vegetables sometimes.
I'm particularly good with cooking with onions.
Onions are great to cook with because you can just kind of do anything with them.
Yeah. And also the fact that I don't have the problem of crying when you cut them.
Yes, you don't have the smell.
The thing is, it's not a smell thing that should cause that.
Because it should just be the gas coming into contact with your eyes, right?
Yes! But I still don't have a problem with it.
Joseph's eyes have been so irritated that not even actual natural irritants can do anything to them.
Entirely possible.
Joseph doesn't have eyes.
I'd believe it.
How
If anyone
blind
here
I
doesn't
am?
have eyes, it's me.
I mean, you do wear glasses.
I'm sorry,
Exactly.
did you say how blind you act?
I may be
I thought
stupid.
you were just blind.
I may be stupid. Just maybe.
One jump
can't make-
forward, one block back.
One jump forward, 10.5 pages
Whole
back.
screen back.
One jump forward, 10 screens back.
That really is the motto of this game, isn't it? Not that I've really experienced that yet.
I was about to say, you haven't even made it 10 screens yet.
This is true.
But oh, just wait. It'll happen.
Oh, I know. I'm just waiting for
I
him to
know,
get
too.
to the icy catacombs.
Oh, are there ice physics?
Ice physics and slopes.
Oh, that sounds fun. Is it going to at least be simple geometry? Comparatively simple
mean-
geometry?
I mean, yeah, it'll probably be simple geometry, but you had a bad teacher, so,
It could be like that.
good luck!
See, it's simple geometry. It'll very simply lead to you falling 20 rooms.
Checks out.
Hope you like that first room. It'll be your new home.
I'd believe it.
See, when I say there are slopes, I mean there are slopes designed in such a way to make a funnel.
Ooh,
To send you right ahead.
Yes.
It'll make you hit every wall in just the right way until you're all the way back down to the old man. At which point he'll say, I could get the babe faster than you.
I don't know why, but I was 100% certain you were going to follow that up with, I used to be an adventurer like you. I haven't,
But then
even,
I got old.
I haven't even played Elder Scrolls, and I'm just like, why do I remember that? That was, how long ago was that a meme?
Well, the
It's
game
still
came out
a meme.
11 years ago.
Is it still?
11 years ago, 8 years ago, 6 years ago,
4 years ago. 3 years
Uh,
ago.
and
and last
year
year.
ago.
2 months ago? 5 seconds ago? That's how this works, right?
40 seconds ago.
40 seconds? I don't want any excuses. 44
44 seconds.
And it really is so much fun talking about the release cycle of Skyrim
seconds.
and how many times they can fucking do it.
Release cycle, not even date. I mean, it's not
Exactly.
inaccurate.
What's bad, I still have the original release date memorized.
Yeah,
November
You have it.
11th, 2011.
because 11, 11, 11.
Yep.
That's a pretty easy date to memorize, though. The fact that you remember it's tied to Skyrim is the impressive part.
I played it when it came out, like on the midnight release with my father.
Hmm.
Huh.
I still have yet to play Skyrim. Well,
So
I
what you're
played a
saying
bit,
is your dad is based.
and I am cringe. Ow.
We also played Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning when it came out.
I've heard very, very mixed things about that game.
So, storyline-wise, the main story, absolutely fantastic. Done by R.A. Salvatore, who you may have heard of from the Dark Elf series, also known as the Dritz Jawerden series.
I do not believe I've ever heard of this.
Something set in the realm of D&D.
Okay.
Dritz is, like, the most popular character. Funnily enough, he wasn't even meant to be the main character of the series.
The sewers are so clean. You could probably eat from the ford, even. Yeah, I could see myself living there. Couldn't you? I know. I'll go there. Tomorrow. Understandable. But, so main story you said is pretty good?
Yeah, main story, fantastic. The faction quests, for the most part, are pretty good. All of the other side content is kind of terrible. And the combat, depending on the weapon you go with, either feels extremely slow or not impactful at all.
Is there any in between?
No.
Okay, I will say, I actually have played a bit of it. Like, maybe half an hour tops. Because, another friend of mine had suggested I pick it up, and, it seemed pretty good at the time.
Yeah, like, it's a good game. But it's not, like, incredible.
Obviously, I eventually stream it for my RPG day. How long do you think that's going to take me to get through?
I mean, if you only did MSQ, let's see, average stream of 3 hours. MSQ of that game takes about 30 hours, so maybe 10 streams.
That's actually relatively short in terms of RPG content on my channel so far. Oh god. Actually, how long did KH1 take me? It was like 8, I think? No, that doesn't sound right. I don't
It was
know.
like 5.
I think it was more than 5, but it was less than 8. It was like 7 or something.
Now, granted, that is, of course, assuming you only did MSQ and ignored all other side content. Which includes the factions.
So, including faction quests, how long do you think that would be?
Including faction quests, I'd factor in another 15 hours.
Oh,
That
you know what
doesn't
game
sound
I need to go ahead and actually play
super
through?
reasonable.
And I have no clue how long the DLCs last, nor do I know how good they are. When I played the game, the DLCs didn't exist.
That being said, I'm not exactly a completionist on my channel, as we found out the hard way.
I wish I could say the fucking same.
You're welcome.
Hey, Jeff, you can't call yourself a completionist anymore. You didn't.
We don't talk
100%.
about those games! No, they
You
don't
didn't
exist!
100% Birth by Sleep.
Frankly, Birth by Sleep was not a game that was intended to be 100%ed.
But you can't call yourself a completionist unless you do that.
See, I'm a completionist to a fault. I heavily care about the achievements and getting 100%. But at a certain point, I have to look into myself and ask myself, what am I willing to put up with today? And with BBS and Recom, it became not fucking this.
Sometimes you gotta look within yourself and ask, why did I make me do this?
That was your mistake.
Plus, I didn't say that I was never going to go back. I said I was going to go back someday.
Later.
It'll be there, forever marking your profile as incomplete.
Okay, there's a lot of games doing that, okay?
But there's only 2 Kingdom Hearts games doing it.
I'm pretty sure Melody of Memory will add.
Understand.
Do you even have Melody of Memory?
I have a physical copy on me right now.
Oh, shit.
In fact, here, let me hit the mic with it.
Nice.
See, I didn't even know you
specifically-
had Melody of Memory, to be fair. Isn't that the rhythm game?
Yes, it is the rhythm.
Yes!
game. I also have
I
Melody of
specifically-
Memory. I've played maybe the first track, and that's it.
I specifically ordered it like a week ago.
Hmm.
Is it at least a fun rhythm game?
From what I played on
There's less
Switch,
fun.
no.
There's less fun, but that's not exactly a.
Okay,
high bar.
let me tell you how this works.
Okay.
It is
Okay,
a,
wait.
it is a rhythm game where you have 3 buttons you actually have to deal with. The right bumper, the left bumper, and the X button, or the bottom face button, right? Now, do you think those are tied to any of the characters?
I'm assuming those are tied to the lanes.
No!
Nope.
You can hit any of those buttons for any of the characters!
This is true.
You can hit the bottom face button for everyone. The only time you use the bumpers is if you're like me and wanted to make it seem like it had some fucking purpose, or when you have double and triple notes.
Oh.
I don't
It is
know.
so dumb.
It is not the worst designed rhythm game I've ever seen, but that being said, I don't know what the answer to that question would be.
Oh man, I had to
Friday
put my
Night Funkin'.
Discord 'cause
Got him.
people's like, wow.
You would think that with the amount of times that Kingdom Hearts has tried to give us a rhythm minigame and failed at it, to the point where people, that's easily people's least favorite thing about the fucking game, they would understand that no, we don't need to make a rhythm game. We can't make a rhythm game. We're not good at this. We're good at ARPGs,
Okay,
and
to be
even
fair-
then, we're barely doing that.
Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm.
Yes, but Square wasn't the only deciding factor on this. Fucking Disney signed off!
That being said,
Why
I'm
the
not really
fuck
sure how
did
much
the mouse
influence they could have
sign
on
off?
game design.
They still had to have some sort of say in it.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
I feel like all they really did was provide the music.
Apparently you're really quiet, TJ.
Am I? Oh,
Lamp Man.
Dang, who's a falling fellow. Also, you're real quiet. That ain't good.
When I had your stream
Hold on.
open, you were pretty much fine. The game was a little bit louder than you.
I can raise my,
Ah! Oh, I just snapped my phone.
Yeah, it seems like your volume
Alright.
needs to go up. Everyone else is good.
I've changed my mic to be, higher in OBS. Or, this is an OBS, why do I say that? This is Streamlabs. Notable distinction. Anyways, yeah, my mic has been, raised slightly.
I would say a little bit higher.
Oh, I found
A
a
bit
dark
higher?
theme for Windows
Alright,
11. I'm gonna one with my light.
I'm up in the gain already. It's at -2 decibels now. This should be fine, right? Right. Ow. It also might just be that I myself am inherently quiet for the most part.
That's possible.
Possibly.
Which, you know, now that I think about it, not the greatest trait for someone who's playing a infamous rage game. Because,
not raging,
I don't
you're
exactly
not
rage
raging.
for the most part. For the most part. It can happen.
You're not original.
No, OBS does that for some reason.
Ow, my butt hurts.
Well, again, this isn't OBS. This is,
It's Streamlabs.
yeah.
Which has no relation to OBS, despite the fact that they call itself OBS Stream or Streamlabs OBS. Not even the same company.
Yeah. So, is the gain any better, or should I just put it to max? Okay.
Well, because OBS isn't like a copyrighted term, because that's literally just open broadcaster software.
Yeah.
I use the same thing. Alright, if you can hear me better, then we're good. Ow.
I don't know. Can I hear you better? Also, man, my headphones can no longer reach my kitchen. Damn.
Dang.
It's because I have my the adapter for my wireless headphones further away, more than where it usually sits, because I have my computer sitting at. Essentially, where the monitor I'm using and all my consoles were sitting at on this desk has now been replaced by a giant computer tower.
Mm-hmm.
Ow! I don't know what it is, but it's on my right foot. Isn't
Will I ever understand geometry? Find out
No.
today.
Man of
I
vast.
failed this one like 3 times in a row. Correction,
I
like
haven't-
5 times.
I installed Avast because it's a antivirus thing that I've been using. It's been working well for me.
Yeah.
They,
Mhm.
they changed it.
Yeah.
So I was not prepared for that.
Alright, I've made it back up to the drain.
I was like, I just realized I need a virus protection thing. And on my first ever laptop, the one I was given was a Russian one.
I may be stupid. It'll be fine, trust me.
And now I'm gonna sit here.
I
watch-
knew that was gonna happen.
So did I. It was for content,
and
trust
now
me.
I'm gonna sit here and watch TJ suffer as I eat a cookie dough stuffed popcorn.
The immediate reaction from Joseph. I understand why. It's still funny.
It's iconic.
I think Pop-Tarts might unironically be my second most hated thing.
And you're first?
Maids.
I was
Yeah.
aware. Tell the people at home why you hate maids.
No.
Correct.
I don't even think I know the real reason. I think he's strung little bits of in pieces together, but never like the entire story. I don't think he did.
But either way, I'm not going to.
Correct. See, there's one slight error that has arrived now that I've started playing this, and that is my sense of timing is impeccable, but only when it negatively affects me. So, the fact that I have to time the power of these jumps is going to be slightly problematic.
Yeah, we seriously need to get you to do a rhythm game day.
It's gonna be
See,
great.
you know what game you would love since your timing is terrible?
Yeah?
Stick with it.
Can't say I've heard of this.
Let's just say Stick With It is significantly harder than this.
I'd believe it.
You play as the slime ball, and your only control is hitting the jump button. The thing is, the direction you go is based around an arrow that's constantly spinning around you.
Here we go.
So not only do you have to control your power, you also have to
Time
time
your direction.
time the direction.
Oh, this is so cursed. Oh, why? Oh god, YouTube, why?
Are you okay, Sheldon?
The Xenoblade 2 mod we all knew we wanted. Every character is replaced by Nia. The models don't work and they're being stretched out very badly.
Oh god, it's just like when people allowed Pokemon to use Z moves that they weren't supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds wonderful.
The only person that did not get changed is Azura, though.
Oh god!
I just imagine the shirt being changed.
Same! Wait, was Dromark changed?
I don't know. Let me see.
It
Yes!
only makes sense given
Oh
the
god!
premise.
Oh! Please send me this video, Sheldon.
I'm sending it to you. It's cursed and I hate it. I was not prepared for that Majima picture to pop up again. I forgot you sent me that.
You forgot that he's everywhere.
I'm everywhere! As a person who's being
I'm
Yakuza Zero and-
everywhere.
God, Dromark, what the fuck?
As a person who's being Yakuza 0 and 1. I can confirm he's everywhere. And 2. And 7.
Now the question is, should I just go ahead and instead of instead of Final Fantasy, should I just go ahead and make my next series Yakuza?
Not the worst idea.
It would give me a chance to actually work through the rest of it.
Indeed. Yeah, we're back up here. Time to immediately go straight back down.
Because I've only ever beaten Yakuza 0, Kiwami, and 7.
I have beaten
Intel job.
none of them.
Does this do anything to me?
No.
Nifty. Do these slopes...
I'm-
No!
Well, there's your first experience of a slope.
So all slopes just do that, then.
Uh-huh.
Good to know. Obviously, it was for Intel, trust me.
Okay, I believe you.
Gotta learn the mechanics as you go through it.
Of course. Someone gets it.
The one thing about the Yakuza games is the first 7, like, combat and everything's fine. It's fun gameplay and stuff, but when you get towards the end of the game, man, do you feel punished if you don't know what you're doing.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is typically the intent of an ARPG, yes. Ah!
Like, honestly, it feels really good at the beginning. Like, even if you don't know what you're doing, you at least feel competent. And then by the end of it, if you haven't figured out what the hell, like, if you haven't figured out your most powerful combos and how to, like, chain in and out of them, it's like fighting game level, alright? Except Yakuza, everything is the wall.
Everything is a reversal overdrive.
Everything
Oof, oof.
is the corner.
There is a huge cabin above the sewers. Is there now? Shouldn't be too hard to get through. Sir, you are speaking with me. You overestimate my power.
Or he underestimates your stupidity. One of those two.
How different would Revenge of the Sith be if that was the line?
You overestimate my power.
Don't try it. He still loses, but he never gets picked up.
There's one thing I find annoying in Yakuza games is enemies with guns. You get shot once, you get freaking stun locked.
I mean, I'd
Yeah.
like to see you not
You get
flinch
shot
when you
and
get
stun
shot.
locked.
Okay, so the thing is, no matter what gun an enemy is using, they always have pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah.
There's I don't think they programmed a way for them to miss.
I love getting sniped with shotguns.
There is a way for them to miss, you just have to dodge. So while also being beaten up by enemies with nunchucks and swords and shit, you also have to pay attention when you're about to be shot.
Yeah, and half the time it's like, okay, you're in the middle of a fight with like 20 guys, and if you don't like constantly start beating them down, they're gonna beat you down. And then there's just a gun guy who spawns, and you don't even fucking know he's there.
I will admit, when you're playing the game in Dragon Engine though, it's a lot easier. Because ragdolls. Oh my god, I just freaking always ragdoll the gun people into I always just throw people into each other and watch their bodies just fly all over the place. I'm like, good.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Oh, my favorite thing, knocking them off into a river. Or unless it's that one unlucky AI who decided to challenge me to battle on the bridge, you pick them up, and you just see a boat incoming. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna throw him on the boat. Oh, this is gonna be entertaining to watch. Nah, he landed nuts first on the sharpest point of the boat.
Goodbye.
So just real quickly, because we're all using Discord here, I just got a notification from one of my servers that there is a thing going on right now where people are being falsely marked as bots or spam just for changing their profile picture or anything on their profile.
Finally,
So,
I can
You're
truly...
not in the Stella Glow server, are you?
No, this is a
Oh.
much different server.
Yeah, there's a reason I asked.
Same announcement go
You
out
gotta-
there.
Same announcement at 10:34.
Oh yeah, no, mine just came in.
Oh. But apparently Discord's already found the issue and are working on fixing it.
Okay,
And they're unbanning accounts.
okay. That's good at least.
Because, like, I was going to mention it, but I decided to do some quick research on it first.
See, I would never.
I love being the problem.
See, I don't like being the problem. I like causing chaos, though.
See, the information I had was correct until it wasn't. And if I don't do the research, then I'm always correct.
I don't think that's how that works, but fair enough.
I think that's how anti-vax people work.
The problem is, I don't think that's wrong.
Wait, actually, no, there's one problem with that sentence. Anti-vax aren't people.
Exactly. Just like the people who make their dogs, who like, oh yeah, my dog's a vegan.
It's like, no, he's malnourished.
Yeah. God, I've seen someone try to make a cat into a vegan, and no, cats are carnivores.
Indeed.
Like, dogs are at least omnivorous. for the
Ah!
most part. Like, canid species are known for eating berries.
Vegans are the worst kind of people. And sadly, I do have to call them people there.
I mean, most
Well,
vegans
okay.
are fine.
Yeah.
Well,
the vegans who are-
everything else
the-
vegans. My
like, yeah,
question
vegans
is,
that
what are
aren't
bears?
forcing-
Asks Boiling Lamp.
I mean, okay, so vegans that aren't, like, forcing,
Yeah.
aren't forcing their lifestyle and everything on other people, going like, meat is murder! And, like, just trying to make you feel bad or some shit, and, like, that doesn't work, first off. If someone does that to me, I'm probably just gonna, like, especially if I'm eating, like, a hamburger or something, I'm just gonna I'm gonna do the most obnoxious thing I can, which, with eating, is just chewing with your mouth open.
Got him.
Oh.
You try to come up to me and be like, what you're doing is wrong. You're eating meat. And I'll be like,
I would tell you that's wrong.
Oh, it very much is. That's the point. Also,
Yeah.
the lamp man says, did you know hyenas are a part of their own family?
Yes.
I was not aware. That being said, I'm not exactly, well-versed in animals.
See, like, I already hate people as a species.
Agreed. People are pretty
Like,
bad.
like, I already hate humans as a species. So when you have, specimens that are just making it so much worse, then,
That it already
of
was.
course, then of course I'm gonna get aggressive.
Come on, then.
Down, 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 gravity. Okay, what the fuck is frog gun?
I have no idea. I've never seen this before.
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie, I
I've
wasn't
seen
sure if that was getting captured by Streamlabs or not, but apparently it is, every single time.
Yeah, because of the fact that you're still sharing your monitor, I believe.
I don't believe that's the case. Hold on, if
Actually,
I
no,
alt-tab,
wait.
does it?
Wait,
Join
actually,
Renata as she adventures across a world of mystical ruins with the titular Frog Gun. Frog Gun is an old-school platformer with the soul of the PS1/N64 era, in which your frog-shaped grappling hook is your best friend.
I fell.
I'm realizing it might not be showing up on the actual stream. It might just be showing up
Maybe.
for the Discord stream.
Entirely
And
That's
so-
possible.
possible.
Okay, so Lamp, basically one of TJ's friends is booting up a game called Frog Gun, and we're just questioning it.
Yeah, it came out earlier this month.
Interesting.
I thought you were about to say it came out earlier this morning.
No, that'd be Soul Hackers.
This is true. Speaking of, can't wait till the day I diversify and start putting SMT in the stream. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, that could be an RPG day.
I strongly suggest Nocturne.
I do have Nocturne on Switch right now.
It's good. It's very good.
Unlike me, I'm not very good.
See, the difference is with RPGs, or turn-based RPGs, you don't actually have to be good, you just have to know how to follow a guide.
With platformers, however, I'll get back to you on
It's
that
very, it's very get good or die.
What?
Do you want to know something funny about
Yep.
platformers with me?
one. What's something funny about platformers with you?
I unironically find Jump King easier than Mario.
Depends on the Mario game, I'd say.
I am awful at any Mario game. Like, both 2D and 3D. I am awful.
It do be like that sometime.
Jump King, I can at least beat somewhat okay.
Not with any manner of consistency, just every once in a while, who knows?
Yeah.
Granted, Mario
Where-
gets into really challenging levels.
Yeah, the only Mario game that I have ever been able to beat with any consistency whatsoever is Super Mario World on SNES and SMB3.
Dude, I suck at those two more than any other. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I'm decent at SMB3. World, I can also be decent at, but depends on the level.
The only reason I'm decent at World is because it was one of the only 2 games I had on my Game Boy Advance
Understandable.
for the longest time. Like, I'm talking upwards of a year and a half. The other game was Pokemon Ruby.
Good Pokemon game.
Agreed. What's funny, my absolute favorite Pokemon comes from Sapphire.
Yeah.
Not Ruby. Sapphire.
Sapphire version exclusive? Which one?
Latios.
Hmm. See, my absolute favorite is Chandelure, personally.
Understandable.
Gen 5 has some really hit or miss designs.
Indeed.
See, okay, so my favorite Pokemon is Latios. My second favorite is Archen. Not
Understandable.
Archeops.
Archen.
Archen.
Ah!
Another Pokemon that I actually really like, and it's from Gen 5. I hate its evolution, but I like Trubbish.
Trubbish is adorable. This is true.
Trubbish is adorable. Garbodor, what the fuck?
I don't know. Well,
Garbodor is one of the
Garbodor, they
Kardashians.
certainly got what they were going for with it. The question is why.
Another Pokemon that when it first came out was despised that I actually really liked, Klefki.
Klefki is hilarious.
I love Klefki. And people nowadays like Klefki.
For its competitive battling purposes.
No, actually a lot of people like it from a design perspective too.
Huh. I was not aware of that.
But yeah, it is really good and competitive due to the Steel Fairy typing.
Not
And-
only that, but it also gets like Trickster, doesn't it? Or Prankster.
Yep. Yeah.
That's the one.
Klefki is really good Pokemon,
In so many
but it's
respects.
also adorable.
I don't know. I personally, I don't have anything against Klefki, but I have everything against the generation it came from.
Oh, I agree. I fucking despise Gen 6.
I'm still trying to figure out how on earth they decided to pace that game. I think the answer is that
They
they
didn't.
didn't.
I mean, let's see. Gen 6 introduced the Universal XP share. Ugh.
It's like, I actually don't think the Universal XP share is all that bad. It's just in a game as easy as X and Y. It's like,
Well, okay. The thing is, with the XP share, it always served an incredible purpose as a held item of catching a weaker Pokemon up
mhm.
without over-leveling everything else.
And then in X and Y, everything gets over-leveled right away.
Yes. So it's like, unless you're constantly changing your team out, you are going to be over-leveled without trying.
Yeah.
Because of the Universal XP share. Luckily, though, back then it was a toggle. Like, you could turn it on or off.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Sword and shield.
So what I'm hearing is there's a good reason I haven't played more than 2 minutes of Sword and Shield yet.
See, Sword and Shield actually isn't that bad. It's definitely better than X.
That's a pretty low bar, I'm not gonna lie.
But not being able to turn off the XP share is just... Like, it's to the point where for my first playthrough, I did a Wonderlock, just so that way I could have any semblance of a challenge. It wasn't a challenge.
It do be like that, don't it? Ow. I love how this has just essentially become a just chatting stream instead of like a gamer rage compilation.
Yeah.
But the thing is, okay, this game, I said it's really entertaining to watch. It's not much of a rage game.
No?
Like, a lot of people, most people, I should say, don't really rage at this game the same way they do with Bennett Foddy. Because the game doesn't really mock you.
That's true, I suppose.
And at the same time, every time you lose progress, when you make it through, you see yourself getting faster at it.
This is true. Unless you're me.
Meanwhile, with Bennett Foddy, you kind of continue to get bodied.
Yeah.
Bennett Foddy hides the bodies. I'm ready for the sequel.
Like, I definitely wouldn't say that people find Jump King to be relaxing, but it's not nearly as much of a rage game as you would think.
That checks out.
Unlike, for example, Stick With It.
I have no earthly idea why, but I for some reason thought you were going to say unlike X and Y.
See, that's a rage game in an entirely different way.
I really wanted to love X and Y when it came out. I really did.
See, I remember when X and Y were first revealed, and the first thing we found out from a leak was A, that it was 3D, and that there was a new evolution called Sylveon.
I do remember this as well.
We didn't even know about the fairy type yet. All we knew was that a new evolution named Sylveon was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
See, I didn't play X and Y at its release because I actually never got a 3DS during the 3DS era.
Understandable.
I got it like well after, and I think I played a lot of games through GameFly, like on it, but I never really owned a lot of games. I think like the only game I actually own on my 3DS digitally is Persona Q.
Not a
I
worse
didn't
game,
even buy
though.
that. One of my friends, I had him over for a sleepover. It's also the guy that I could not play fighting games because of. He came over and he was like, he's like, "You've never played Persona?" I'm like, "No." He goes, "Actually, I think I was playing Persona 5." And he was like, "You know what? You're gonna love this game." And they just bought Persona Q on my 3DS. And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Nifty.
Who did that for you?
It was someone I never even brought into the like chats or anything. He was the guy who was in my neighborhood that I couldn't play fighting games because of.
Oh, wasn't his name like Chris or something?
Yeah. See, you remembered his name better than I did.
It's because me, and him talked in PlayStation Party before.
That's right.
Back when we used to chat in that a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I forgot that PlayStation actually had voice chat.
I never knew that
Understandable.
PlayStation had party chat.
It does. I mean, Jeff used it because I never had a computer to speak to.
Hell,
And he'd be,
Switch has party chat, technically.
There's
Yeah.
an online app on the phone.
Specifically for Splatoon.
Yeah. That's so wacky. I love it.
Understandable.
Like, it's kind of awful, but at the same time, it's so novel that that's the only thing it's used for.
Speaking of Splatoon, I learned how long Choco Convoy's Splatoon 2 Let's Play took him.
Yeah.
Took him 4.5 years to complete.
Checks out. Nah,
Isn't
Splatoon
that
2 is a
much
lot of content. Yeah.
Octo.
Well, not
It was
just...
He's been working on it for 4.5 years because he would do. I think Because like he wants to do all his research and all that stuff. Like
Yeah.
he had a 7.5-hour video explaining every single weapon and how to use them properly.
Keep in mind,
and
this
stuff.
guy wasn't just reviewing the single player, but like the multiplayer too, and like all of the weapons, all of the skills and such. Like
That makes more sense.
he was getting actual pro players to talk to about each of these things too.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yep,
No, he
and
goes
there's
hard when he does stuff. Like he's
Yeah, I know, but I didn't think he would do the multiplayer as well.
I mean, hell, when he did his Pokemon Black and White Let's Play, he showed off the differences between each version. He even showed some of the online stuff you can't even do anymore somehow.
indeed.
It's because there are proxy servers that can be used.
Yeah, that's the reason why he did it, but he still showed it off. Like he goes hard with the fucking plays.
But there's also an event that was never actually released that is possibly the most complicated event in all of Pokemon.
Which
And
one
the
was this?
only reward is a TM.
Which
Do you remember
TM,
what
do you remember?
It's in Black 2 White 2. It involves like a time capsule. Let me see if I can find the video on it. Yeah.
Why does
the
it
Lost
sound like it'd be a
Lost
Swanky
Capsule.
Box video?
I believe it.
Actually, it's Dr. Lava's Lost Pokemon.
Okay.
I'll say also his Xenochronicles 1 Let's Play took him like 3.5 years.
This is true.
He 100%ed the game. So it was
How long did Xenoblade 2 take for him?
Over 100 episodes at least.
Yeah, he has like 200 episodes of it, but well, that's including Golden Country. It was about like 195 before he started Golden Country, but I think he stayed after it took him like 2.5 years because during the entire time of COVID, he just worked on it.
We'll check
Since
out.
he had all the free time, he couldn't really travel and
Yeah, since there's nothing else to do during
do
those times.
and he couldn't really do TRG recordings. He would just do that.
Man, I'm working my way through Xenoblade 2. I'm still on like chapter 6 or something. I'll get through it eventually.
You're getting very close to the point where the game really picks up. Really picks up, and then you know, like being the sidetrack, go like this. Well, okay, well, chapter 10 you
I'll
do
be right back.
for a reason.
All right.
But no, like basically, the end of chapter 7 is like, yeah, there's one location in mind. You're definitely going there no matter what.
You're gonna want a ball. That works too.
I would never do such a thing. Some progress?
Progress indeed. Progress City, it's a beautiful city, that Progress City.
Ooh, homemade mac and cheese.
Ooh, that sounds wonderful.
That was completely random.
That was awful.
That is no longer progress.
It was progress, and then I showed up.
But I'll tell you, you're about a third of the way through.
Already? Well, I say already,
Yeah.
but it's gonna take me way longer to get through the last 2/3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Granted, that's kind of exactly what I signed up for.
Yeah, you're already about a third of the way through.
Ah! Not at this rate.
I didn't realize Ishard and chain attacks are so broken. What the fuck?
Yeah, Isard and Chain Attack is really good.
Guarantees a proper rating when a hero completes it. Goddamn.
Yep.
Man.
However,
Oh.
go on.
I was just gonna say, like, what did Sheldon say? Like, what term did he use?
Chain Attack?
No, before that. Is that someone's name?
Yeah.
Oh, Isard, yeah.
Izzard?
Yeah, ISURD.
See, I somehow misheard that as Ishtar, and I'm like, man, when are FE4 remakes coming out? FE5 remakes? It's gonna be great.
See, when I hear Ishtar, I think of the
Fate.
goddess.
Or
Actually,
you-
I think of the actual goddess.
Ah.
Not even, like, Ishtar from Fate.
Mm.
Like, the actual
The objectively
Mesopotamian
correct thing
god.
to think about. Nice.
Because like, I actually like mythology. That's
Mythology's
part
amazing.
Of why like, that's part of why I got into Fate.
What's the other part? I don't want to know that, do I?
Yeah, no.
Saber.
Saber!
See, the thing I'm most familiar with Fate is still Carnival Phantasm, and I think I want to keep it that way.
Fate's Saber
Not because I don't think Fate's gonna be okay. I'm just like, Carnival Phantasm is amazing out of context, but I'd imagine it's better in context.
It is better in context.
Man, when's Tsukihime Remake gonna be getting an English release?
Nasu said that if they ever work on porting it to PC, that's when it'll get an official English release. But before they port it to PC, they first have to release the second half. Because
So it's not even...
only 2 of the 5 routes released, namely the Arquid and Sia routes. The Akita, Kohaku, and Isui routes will have to be released.
Checks out.
Like, they did the near side first, and then they're going to work on far side after.
See, even funnier part about that is, only knowing these names from Melty Blood is just, like, really funny. Speaking of, Type Lumina, hilarious game.
Indeed. Wouldn't exactly say it's a good one, but it's definitely a funny one.
I love Type Lumina so much.
On that note, fuck the cat.
That's a one
In
way
a
of putting it.
figurative sense. I fucking hate Neko Arc.
Objectively correct.
So, I have a question for you guys.
A question, you say?
Well,
It
it's
doesn't
more...
involve anything I just said, right?
No,
Okay.
not even in the slightest.
Okay,
Perfect.
good.
Pretty much, I need to get your guys' opinion, really.
Opinion.
So,
42.
that doesn't help in the slightest, unless you want me to cut it into 42 parts, which I don't think would be very beneficial.
More impressive than she.
Only 17. Alright, go on, Jeff.
So, I'm looking...
TJ,
so
what
already,
the fuck?
Don't ask. It's for content, trust me.
Like, that wasn't even a jump. I just saw you walk off.
Don't ask. It's for content, trust me.
But so I'm trying to figure something out because you know, I just completed editing the Dream Drop video, and that was 4 pages, and it was already like 13 minutes, and I have a 14-page script, so I'm assuming that's going to be about like an hour.
3 hours.
Like an hour at the least. And I'm thinking about doing something, but I need your guys' like opinion on if it's a good idea or not.
Mm-hmm.
If it is an hour, well, either way, like because it's going to be a longer video, I want to split it into 2. The question is, how do you think I could pull this off? Because honestly, I feel like doing it how I like with my current video schedule, you know, just having it where the videos come out 3 weeks after each other would kind of work, but it would also make it a bit more of a pain.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it would be, for example, Dream Drop, Assassin's Creed 3 Part 1, KH3, Assassin's Creed 3 Part 2, and then Melody of Memory. I could do that, and it would give me a lot more time to work on the Assassin's Creed videos, because they kind of need that much time.
Mm-hmm.
But do you guys think I should do it like that, or do you think I should do it so, like, it goes Assassin's Creed 3 Part 1, and then 3 weeks later it does Assassin's Creed 3 Part 2, and then after that I go back to the normal? Because I feel like that would be more disruptive to it.
Alternatively, if you really wanted to hasten things along, you could, within the same 3-week period, like, say, you know, you got the Assassin's Creed Part 1, then, like, release Part 2 before the 3-week period ends, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing I'm afraid of, is, like, I wouldn't be able to get it done in that time. Because it's a lot of time.
It is a lot of
like,
time. This is
it took me a full week to go ahead and edit together the Dream Drop, and that was 13 minutes.
Meanwhile, this one's like 3.5 times the amount of pages. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
In that case, I'd say you might want to just do the part 1, then Dream Drop, then part 2. Or that's not the schedule, is it?
No, it is. Dream Drop, part 1, Cage 3, part 2.
Yeah, you might just want to do that. Speaking of, if anyone would like to know what videos we are referring to, check out Jeff's Gaming Emporium on YouTube, where he is
We do
covering
have a new
Kingdom
video
Hearts
coming out
and
tomorrow.
Assassin's Creed. New video tomorrow.
Yep, I think that one's the Birth by Sleep.
Indeed. And do remember, my RPG days, I will be streaming most, if not all, of the Kingdom Hearts games, so you can use that to see what's coming up. Wait, what?
Including Melody of Memory.
I don't think I can do Melody of Memory is the problem.
Entirely possible.
Because, like, that game is dependent on Disney music, and I, for one, do not want to go up against the mouse.
Yeah. Even with me covering it, it's going to be weird. Like, I can show gameplay, which I already mute, like, all of the gameplay I record anyway. Which makes it not as much of an issue. But, like, Melody Memory is going to be, probably the shortest Kingdom Hearts video yet. Because
It's not an
It's just
ARPG,
rhythm.
it's a rhythm game.
it's just rhythm. Playing through music
okay.
that I can't fucking show on the video.
Obviously, what you do is you do a cover of the songs in the Mickey Mouse voice.
Okay, how the fuck do I do that with the battle themes?
With instrumentals. Oh god, Mickey Mouse acapella.
What is this YouTube stream I've been recommended? Need people for Pokemon RP while they're playing Fortnite.
I don't want to know.
I don't either.
Sheldon, is there something you want to tell us about what you've been watching and why YouTube would recommend this?
That sounds like
All I've been watching has
that
been
sounds like it would be a Fortnite sex cult.
All I've been watching has been just vlogs of people doing vlogs or freaking people playing
Whoa.
Xenoblade.
Whoa. Vlogs of people doing vlogs?
I've been watching people's vlogs, is what I meant to say. Sorry.
Okay, that is not a viable
I
shortcut.
respect the attempt.
It was worth a shot, but we got intel,
Actually-
that's what matters.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that is possible.
Wouldn't surprise me, but not from someone of my caliber. I think that's a pretty fair way of putting it.
So I'm gonna need to see some browser history.
I think that would be worse. I mean, if it's showing him that on YouTube.
Exactly.
Ow. I'm so good at video games.
I thought you were about to fall right down.
I was considering it. I'm definitely not insane.
I mean, that depends. Which definition of insanity?
Good question.
Like, the actual definition of insanity, or the one made by Albert Einstein, who was insane?
Even then, I'm not actually sure if that was actually Albert Einstein who said that, or if it's just another case of misattribution.
Well, okay, if it was Albert Einstein, it does make sense, considering it's in reference to scientific discovery.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm continuing to ponder the idea of, like, splitting this up, the
No
video
worries.
up. I'm also thinking, like, if I were to do, like, multiple, because, like, you know, people's attention spans aren't that high, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
This
are
is
people
true.
really gonna watch two 30-minute videos? Or should I, like, cut it up further? And then if I cut it up further, then that leads to the issue of, do I extend it out further? Yada yada. That would be way more disruptive and get way less done.
Hmm.
I mean, if you split it up into 3 videos and release them 2 weeks apart from each other instead of 3 weeks,
The only problem is then it messes with the Kingdom Hearts schedule a bit, but like, it's still an option.
Yeah.
I mean, at that
Alternatively,
point, it's still just 6 weeks.
yeah, alternatively, you could just like have the Kingdom Hearts
I gotta-
schedule go as normal and have the Assassin's Creed schedule stutter for a bit.
That's true.
This is why I don't do
There is-
edited content on YouTube. This is why I force my chat to make my clips.
I can't do brain. I've tried doing brainless content through Twitch, and you can't say it's anything other than brainless content.
I really can't.
The most work you're putting into it is having to try to make a conversation,
When
failing
that
at
isn't
that
happening.
conversation,
A
and then just
conversation
going
isn't
ahead and
happening.
playing game.
Yeah.
Unless you're speedrunning.
In which
Yeah,
case,
in that case,
have fun making
yeah.
a conversation.
In that case, it's fine to not have a conversation.
Yeah. Because you're already using 90% of your brain. Just try to remember what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
See, I use 90% of my brain to remember what the fuck I'm doing on a daily basis. This is me at 100% right now.
Hey, they're no longer playing Frog Gun!
Need dash. Possibly. Ow. Will I ever learn how slopes work? Probably not. Not at this rate.
You did learn how gravity works.
Do you believe in gravity?
No. It's a myth.
I love silently making my way back up the tower.
The salty run
And then
back
going
is
right
not
back
that
down.
salty. The watered down
The water
run back.
The dilute run back.
The distilled water run back. I don't like that term.
I don't think you're supposed to.
It's the distilled water run back.
God, I can't wait to see you fall like 20 screens.
It's gonna be great, isn't it? Ah. Well, I feel like as a total I've fallen like 20 screens by now, just not in one go.
As a total, you've fallen about 80. If not more.
Well, the count is going up steadily, that's for sure.
No lack of content here, officer.
They're still not playing Frog Gun!
Hmm. Here we go.
I think you need to tell that person, it's like, hey, stop closing the game. We don't need
I
to
mean,
see
if it's
the
not showing up on Streamlabs, it's fine.
fair. But why do they keep opening and closing the game?
Might be like temporary connectivity issues, who knows?
That's possible. See, last time I've seen someone constantly open and close a game like that, it was because they were trying to get Skyrim mods working.
Understandable.
And then I found out what mods they were trying to get working.
Unfortunate.
See, that's why I go into offline before I install those kinds of mods.
I told them to do that next time, for their own sake.
Hmm. Pretty good advice, all things considered.
That's
Ow.
why I'm always in offline mode. I mean, what?
Hmm.
It is a strategy.
Indeed. Come on. I may be stupid.
So right now I'm playing modern Minecraft, and I just found something interesting. It's from a it's come from a mod called Wither Totems, and it literally just looked like we also have like these camouflage creepers mod, and bamboo creepers look like you have the regular creeper feet with a creeper head on top of it, but in the middle you have like a bamboo neck that's like the entire body, and it's terrifying. Well, I saw something like that, and I was like, in the nether, and I was like, crap, is that a basalt creeper or some crap? That's ugly. And I went over to it. It's from this mod, with this wither totems. And this thing, if I complete it, it actually gives me, a looting effect, but it does buff mobs around me. But if I were to set up a area where I could easily farm wither skeletons without getting hurt, that means I have a higher chance of getting skulls.
Checks out.
I mean, are wither skulls hard to get?
They have a pretty low
Yes.
drop rate normally.
You pretty much need as much looting as possible, and it's still very, very difficult. They have a very low drop chance.
I don't know the math, but it's like some pretty low number.
To the point where every time I need wither skeleton skulls, I just pray that a mod that I am working with has a beheading enchantment.
A 2.5%.
Yeah, which
An eight.
doesn't sound that low, but in Minecraft terms, it takes forever for enough to spawn for that to actually become a reasonable possibility.
And
Yeah, you get, like, 2 or 3
5.5%
spawns
with looting
in
3.
Yeah.
Apparently, the looting enchantment is better in Bedrock Edition. It's a 2% increase instead of a 1% increase.
Checks out. Unlike what I did there, that does not check out.
No, it checks that out. You're just bad.
This is true. That is the premise of my channel. Speaking of the premise of my channel,
Remember how I said there's no coyote time?
yeah, I knew that. I'm just stupid, alright?
Okay.
Man, I suck at geometry. There we go.
I would be afraid to, like, actually buy this game now and try to beat it.
Which game?
Because Jump King. Because I never bought this game. When it came out, I didn't exactly have money.
It do be like that.
Nowadays, I don't pirate.
See, I don't consider it pirating. I consider it an extended demo.
That's certainly one way of looking at it.
Because most of the time when I pirate something and I really like it, I will go ahead and buy it.
Hey, you Senki?
Unless I beat it.
And for the non-existent viewers in chat, don't look up Ayu Senki.
I thought you were just gonna, like, do the vocal equivalent of looking directly into the camera and saying no.
Piracy is bad. Do not do it.
I cannot condone such actions.
For legal reasons, I cannot condone such actions.
For legal
Are you
reasons.
a college professor?
Unless it's an old Nintendo game.
What are you, a college professor? He says that and then gives us a link directly to download the textbook.
Nice.
Why am I stupid? That has not worked for me any of the past times I've tried it. Neither is that.
Yeah, just for legal reasons, I can't condone piracy unless it's something that can no longer be obtained legally.
You want to know something funny about that teacher that told me that? He was my cybersecurity teacher.
Nice.
Nice. That's beautiful.
See, people who are in the field know that intellectual property needs to be accessible in order for piracy to not happen.
Yeah.
People who
He's
aren't
like, I
in-
can't. He's like, I can't condone you guys going to this site right here and downloading the textbooks. You don't have to go to the campus bookstore, and buy it for like $300 for a key that you can use along with like a study guide for the semester. But I can't stop you.
It's like, that's my big problem with Nintendo. Like, the one thing they do that really ticks me off is, like, they don't make their stuff accessible. And they've been getting better with that with things like Virtual Console and Switch Online. But, like, these things need to be accessible in order for people to not
Too little, too
go
late.
out, you know? Yeah, that's exactly it.
It's too little, too late, Nintendo.
Like, I unironically made a Japanese Nintendo account for the express purpose of playing FE3 in Japanese. FE3 is a
Nintendo,
great game, by the way.
where is Super Mario Galaxy 2, eh?
They're working on it.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
I completely
maybe,
forgot
probably,
they forgot
who knows.
about it.
They gave us Mario Galaxy 1 again. Where's
Speaking
2?
I gotta relive my childhood.
Speaking of Mario Galaxy, though, I am planning on making the 3D All-Stars collection my next big Wednesday stream set. So if you want to see someone this good at platformers play Super Mario 64, then tune in next Wednesday at 8 p.m.
At least
Mountain
with
Time.
some,
Will
At
you
least
go
with
for
some-
all 120 stars?
Probably. Who knows? Unless I like reach the end of a stream at like 115 or something, there's like 5 stars left. I ain't doing those last 5.
I mean, at that point, you could do those last 5 at the beginning of the next stream and then start up the next game.
That's true. Yeah, I might do that.
with Sunshine, you have Flood to help you.
Go
and then
straight
with
from
Galaxy, you
64 to
have
Sunshine
Gravity.
in the fan of a single stream. Here we go.
I mean,
people
you
do
have Flood to help you 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Reminds me of seeing various YouTubers do floodless Sunshine challenges, and then they get to the Bowser Jr. like the Shadow Mario sections, and they're like, "Oh no, the hardest part of the game." It's just playing normally. Like
So-
being sarcastic about it.
You mentioned going from 64 to Sunshine across one stream.
Mhm.
May I bring up the 24 hours of Mario?
Go ahead.
The 24 hours of Mario is a very difficult speedrun, in which you have to complete all 18 mainline Mario games in 24 hours.
Would you believe me if I said that I did not realize Mario games were classified into mainline?
Understandable.
Alright, what's my plan here? Oh, just that.
That's
nifty.
fine.
That won't work, will it? Is it her? No. Feel her touch. What?
Because every
Gone.
time we touch...
No, 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 no! I'm
Ball.
so good at video games. I was fully expecting to clear that and just go straight down again. That did not work the way I thought it would.
Yeah, no, the ideal strat is to go across the 3 cages and then just bonk your way to the block.
Checks out. I think that's what I initially did last time.
It is.
Yeah.
Now, granted, what you just attempted is the faster way,
However, the
If
faster
you're
way
not
is...
bad.
Wait, what?
if you're not bad.
Yeah. The faster way is reserved for people who are actually somewhat capable of knowing what they're doing. Oof. I'll get there eventually. Don't worry. Okay, maybe you might want to worry a bit.
My guy.
That is me.
Rip.
Why are these little stutters the ones that I have the most trouble? Okay, that's not entirely true. I have a lot of trouble with a lot of things in this game. I'm not sure which jump I've individually failed the most, but, those ones are rough. I may be stupid, but at least I don't get punished for it. That is what truly matters in the end. I may be stupid. My angling was so off there.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Not that anyone who knows anything about this channel should be surprised by that.
You know what? I think I can do this.
Yeah?
This is a channel.
Not wrong.
I'm sitting here thinking, like, do I cover the Assassin's Creed side games? And I think if I can straight up say that there is no way in fucking hell I'm doing the Final Fantasy side games, then I can do that with Assassin's Creed.
See, but
Understandable.
obviously you do Assassin's Creed for the Nintendo DS. Yes, this is a thing that exists.
Checks out.
I am googling this.
I've actually played it. It was more of a platforming game.
Checks out.
Oh, Assassin's Creed Altair Chronicles.
Like,
Wait,
it
was there a
is
second one?
I don't know, but
There was. It was
Assassin-
called Assassin's Creed 2 Discovery.
that might have been the one I played.
Let me see. I'm looking at the images now. Okay, Assassin's Creed 2 Discovery. At least the screenshots I'm seeing, it looked kind of Prince of Persia-ish. And it was ported to mobile.
Fascinating.
Yeah, Altair's Chronicles was more of a 3D-ish game.
Ish.
Ish.
As 3D
It was
as you
also
can get
ported
on
to
the-
mobile. Yeah, I'm not covering either of those. Screw that.
Understandable. Correct, even. Probably, who knows? Not me.
I've done my time, and I want out. I did 358. You're not forcing me to play another crap-ass DS game from a series I like.
Indeed. I am not forcing you. You, on the other hand, I guess we'll find out.
I'm not forcing me.
Good.
See, okay, so I say I like Assassin's Creed. I literally, again, before I started this entire video series, I had only beaten Assassin's Creed Rogue. I played very minimal of Assassin's Creed. I think it wasn't even Assassin's Creed. It wasn't even like the original game. It was Assassin's Creed 4, Rogue. I beat. I played some of Odyssey, but not a lot. I played some of Origins. Like, there was a lot that I just didn't play in the series. So this is like, doing the videos has given me a lot of chance to actually play these games and get my own opinion on the series. Just like with Kingdom Hearts, before making these videos, I think I'd only beaten Assassin's Creed in this order, 3, 1, and 2.
I would like to point out, you said, just like with Kingdom Hearts, I only beat Assassin's Creed in this order.
I mean,
I don't know.
is that not the order that you beat Kingdom Hearts?
No, that's the order that I beat Kingdom Hearts,
Yeah.
but
He
I said
intended to
Assassin's
say
Creed
Kingdom
instead of
Hearts, he just said Assassin's Creed.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I fucked up. It's
I'm gonna
fine.
have fun here, aren't I?
Indeed.
I can't bonk like that, can I?
No.
Can I bonk like this? Yes.
Yes.
How about like this? Yes!
Yes.
Not like that, though.
You were learning the ways of the bonk.
Wait, what happens if you bonk to the right from that last one?
Basically the same thing.
Okay.
Demonstrating my lack of
Bonk off the
capability.
Oh.
Ah!
Oh. It's like with Final Fantasy, I've only ever beaten 15, and then I've played through 7 Remake. I've been meaning to go through the I almost said Assassin's Creed games. I've been meaning to go through the Final Fantasy games, and I actually own a good amount of them already.
Technically speaking, you've beaten 14.
Technically, I can't beat 14.
No, you've beaten a Realm
No.
Reborn.
Okay, we're
Yes,
Ah.
but Realm Reborn is not 14.
It was for a time.
No, what I'm saying is I can't beat 14.
Oh, you're talking 14 1.0.
Yes!
Hmm.
I can't beat 14.
Because 14 no longer exists.
It do be like that. But yeah, I would, I do love early Final Fantasy, so,
I'm
that's
definitely
where
gonna need your help. I'm definitely
can-
gonna need your help with these like videos and everything.
I can't help you with
Um,
FF2. I still don't understand how FF2 works.
See, gameplay-wise, I've got that.
Hmm.
The problem becomes, where do I talk about the story? Where do I start? Where do I end? Where
Well, they're all
do I give up?
self-contained. They're all self-contained, so it's fine, really.
I mean, yes, but them being self-contained doesn't help when you're going back and forth through time and random anime bullshit.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Trust me. Which, as we all know,
What?
wait, what am I supposed to do here? Hold on.
Bird.
You're not supposed to go outside.
Oh. You scared the bird.
Shit. Well, back up we go. I once again expected to clear that platform and just fall straight down. Not an unreasonable expectation with one such as myself.
But, like, I really don't want to talk about the stories for Final Fantasy.
I mean,
Like-
they're fine. Like, Final Fantasy's one story isn't all that complicated, it's just that it only ever gets told to you in, like, 3 dialogue boxes that are extremely long.
See,
Alright.
if you want to understand Final Fantasy 1 story, play Stranger of Paradise.
I was about to
I'm
say
here
as well, like,
to kill.
should I also do the remasters? So, like, with
I'm
one,
not
should
sure
I
if
also
Stranger of
cover-
Paradise counts.
Well, remaster, remake, I guess I should say.
Well, I'm not even sure, like, because Stranger of Paradise takes place in the world of Final Fantasy 1, but I don't think it's the same story being told.
It's technically a prequel to Final Fantasy 1.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's...
in that
hold
case,
on.
that's fine. All right, well, but my question still stands. Like, when I cover 7, do I cover 7 remake? Even though, even Final Fantasy, even Square Enix hasn't finished that one.
I would wait until 7 Remake is done.
Yeah, and even then
Okay,
I'd
so
cover it
I'll make-
separately from 7.
Okay, that'll make
Like
a
seven or
separate video there. But I talk about the 3D remakes
Well, the 3D
for like four? Was it 4 and 5 or 5 and 6?
3 and 4. The 3D
I was
remake
wrong
of
in
We're wrong
every
both
fucking time.
times.
I was a quarter of the way right.
Not wrong. But the 3D remake of 3, all it really does is it instead of having your party of 4 be nameless, you know, player insert characters, they do get names and backstories, but they all join you before the prologue even finishes anyway, so it's fine. That being said, the 3D remake of 3 is pretty good. Would say that. And for 4, I'm pretty sure it's just FF4 in 3D. Like, I don't think anything changes about it, really. And, I guess there's, like, for the after years, but I don't know if we count that, really. Because, like, there's also, for intermission, but I don't think we count that either.
There's also 7 intermission. Well, remake intermission.
Yeah, but at that rate, that's included with 7 remake, which isn't 7.
Yeah.
I guess the
And
same
like-
applies with after years and intermission of 4.
Are you doing tactics?
See, tactics is
Probably, like, I'm trying to figure that out, because I really don't want to try to cover a lot of the side games.
but
But at a
tactics
certain
is
point,
important in its own way.
yeah, I do have to mention some, like,
Notable
because I
ones.
wanted, I want to do World of Final Fantasy.
And
Like,
tactics is important because it sets up the world of Ivlis.
Evan?
Ivlis, the setting of, I think it's 12? Either 12 or 13. And also Vagrant Story.
And Type
Also, I want you
Zero
guys to
somewhere.
know. I hope you guys know there's going to be a section to every Final Fantasy game that has a chocobo in it that I'm going to be rating just the chocobo theme, and
Nice.
13-2 will get the fucking death sentence.
13-2 gets the death sentence. What are you talking about?
13-1 is really good. Like, I accidentally found that one yesterday, and it's really good. It's like the most groovy fucking chocobo theme I've heard, and it's amazing.
Yeah. Like acid jazz.
Meanwhile, fucking 13-2 sounds like it was
Crazy
made by Crazy Chocobo sounds like it was made by Slipknot while they were on acid.
I love Crazy Chocobo, not because I think it's good, but because I think it's amazing.
Like, okay, it would be passable if they didn't give it lyrics.
That's the fun part.
Like, if they had just let it be with the theme, it would be fine. But they gave it lyrics such as, "So you think you can ride this chocobo?" This makes me uncomfortably angry.
The 13
See, you could have ended the sentence just uncomfortable.
Yeah,
The
also...
13
This makes me.
The 13-2 Chocobo theme was written by a 60-year-old who thinks this is what 13-year-olds think is cool.
Oh god, it was made by the Revengeance guy before he learned how to kill anyone above the age of 40.
Oh god. I can't wait till I get to MGRR, it's gonna be great.
See, so I'm also thinking, like, should I eventually cover the MGS series? Despite the fact that I've never played an MGS game past Phantom Pain.
That's more than I've played.
I've played like 3 missions in Phantom Pain, got bored, got lost.
And stop playing.
Indeed.
It
The
do be
most-
like that, don't it?
The thing I did the most often in MGS5 was literally get a cardboard box and not even sneak around in it. I would be sprinting with that bitch, and the second an enemy saw me, slide!
Iconic.
When you get to the next room, TJ, you can go up and to the right.
Oh, can I?
Yes.
Oops.
Don't worry, everyone jumps out the window the first time. That's why I didn't say anything.
Okay, that makes sense. I love being actively ignored for content. It's my favorite way of getting content.
I'm here to give advice.
Not very helpful advice, until it's helpful.
Exactly. I'm here to give advice only once I feel you need it. But when you're first going through an area, you deserve to suffer.
This is true. I would know.
It's like I really do, and like from what I've played of the Final Fantasy series, I think it's good. But
I think it also just depends what kind of person you are for which Final Fantasies vibe with you.
obviously,
Yeah,
I fucking love 14.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, I will never be able to enjoy 15. Then again, I'm not an action RPG person. Never have been.
Oh, I see now. However, just because I can see does not mean I will accomplish.
I can see!
I
can no longer see.
Shit.
I immediately started quoting the guy from fucking was that SpongeBob?
There's a Fairly Odd Parents episode where there's a kid.
No,
like,
yeah, that's right. It was all Nickelodeon.
I can fight.
Yeah, it was all Nickelodeon.
Now you go outside.
Now you play in the rain.
Now it's showtime.
Jumping in the rain.
Like, there's just a lot. I don't know. I've been having a lot of, like, I've been having to think a lot about this shit.
In the rain.
Suffering in the rain.
I mean, I am playing Jump King.
Exactly.
The legendary just chatting category, Jump King.
Yeah.
Better than the actual just chatting category.
It's all
Shots
boobs.
fired.
I'm pretty sure almost anything except for maybe the fucking hot tub streamer category is better than just shredding.
Wait, is that actually a
Yes.
category now?
It is actually
Well,
a category.
so it's not anymore because Twitch actually removed all of the categories, if I remember correctly. And now you have to like add custom tags, I think.
What lay fuck?
They were also banning people for putting in custom tags, which the word filter was allowing.
I mean, there's also a streamer who recently got banned because they're fucking on stream.
Fucking what?
Huh.
Wow, that's disgusting. What
that's right.
streamer?
I don't know the name. I was just on Twitter looking at random posts, and then some dude was angry. Was like, I got perma banned because I'm black, but yet this person got a 7-day ban for having sex on stream. I'm like, what? And then I clicked to look at the and then I clicked on the comments, and then some screenshots of it were shown. I'm like, oh,
Yikes.
oh.
See, that's what you get for going on Twitter.
I can't
Yeah.
disagree.
I mean, I also can't disagree because, but at the same time, if I don't go on Twitter, then I won't be then I can't have Hero Mashmo spam me with Playboy Jalal.
Oh,
See, that's
Hey,
a
why
fair
the-
reason to go on Twitter.
so by the way, a thing, Masahiro Sakurai has made a YouTube channel.
Yes!
Indeed.
I
He made
love
2.
videos.
He made 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, one for Japanese, one for English.
I had no idea.
It's literally the same content.
Unrelated, but, so, yesterday, when the server crashed again,
Yeah.
my bird literally got deleted from
Damn.
the server. So, I had a second one, but, yeah, that's really fucking annoying. And also means that we can't safely use the mounts, because if we have the server crash again while we're using them, they will disappear. So, That's great. Anyways.
Dallas is trying to fix it, but Nemesis is causing major issues for him.
That was the wrong one.
That's
Fabric causing issues.
Yeah, that was the wrong one.
So back onto the jump game. TJ, it's easier if you go right.
Is it now?
Yeah, in that situation.
yeah.
I can't jump up to that from here,
Can
can
you
I?
replace
No,
the
no, you cannot.
Force
You
armor,
cannot.
by the way? Because I have lost that, which my
Ah!
is wearing. You don't have to replace the saddle. I have a ton of them, but I don't have the Diamond Force armor.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Go right.
Oh, that's the wrong bird.
So like from here? No.
Oh, is it?
The
well,
block
so
above that.
no, but I didn't get the right color. I got the
I'll get there
other
eventually.
red and gold.
It's fine.
Okay, well now I have a really bright red and gold one.
Yeah, now you can read them.
Yes, I can do that.
I may be stupid. Don't ask.
Question. May?
Yeah.
No.
What?
What?
TJ said he may be stupid.
Oh.
I wasn't listening. I
It did
wasn't
me like that.
listening. I just heard May, and I'm like, what?
Alright, so we've scientifically proved you're not the only one.
Wow.
I can't disagree.
This town ain't big enough for two Mays.
Ah!
What
Who
was
you
the breeding
calling
item for
kid,
these
dude?
guys? Was it golden apple?
Ah!
And the only- And the only May I know screams Tosageki a lot using a dolphin.
Man, I am not having a good time.
Or if
Not
your
having a
TJ's
ball?
copy of Drive screams Totsugeki all the time.
Indeed.
I do, in fact, own an anchor.
Why?
Have you taken people to SeaWorld before?
I've never been to SeaWorld.
Probably for the better, all things considered.
I actually like SeaWorld.
I feel like I need to A, buy an actual ship anchor and just have it somewhere. And B, get like a bright pink dolphin plushie. Just to have. For this bit alone.
Well, that's Yamada-san. Her normal dolphin's just blue.
It still applies.
Or you could also have an orca.
Gashawaga-san!
Ah!
That's that thing's name?
Yes, his name is Gashawaga.
Waka Waka.
Glad I'm not the only one who was thinking that.
Waka Waka.
His name is Waka Waka-san.
Waka
Yeah, the rest
Waka!
Yeah, the rest of us call him fucking Pac-Man, you degenerate.
Hmm.
No, it's Waka Waka Man. You know, Waka Waka Big Bang.
You fucking, Fonzie.
Waka
Big-
Waka!
I'm not gonna
Waka
lie, I have no
Waka.
idea who this is. I'm uncultured.
The bear from the Muppets.
Right.
We might have a problem.
And that
Yeah,
problem's that
he's a
I'm
degenerate.
uncultured.
No, I meant on the server.
Oh, that's your degenerate.
I just tried to breed the birds and literally nothing happened.
Well, back to the wiki, see if it was the right thing.
I mean, I checked the wiki. It said the breeding item is golden apple.
Okay, let me bring up another fact of the matter. Work in progress.
Yeah, can you spawn me 2 more golden apples? Or just a stack of them, and I'll see if I can figure this
Want an
out.
arm and a leg for that too?
I didn't realize May was Edward Elric.
Ah! Ow.
The fact that they made a second live action film was impressive.
Wait, there's 2?
Yes.
Yes. Revenge of Scar.
It's not a stack of golden apples. That's...
Ah!
Down.
Okay, Jeff just spawned like several double chests worth of golden apples on me.
I like this plan.
I only spawned 6,400.
1,000 stacks.
Wait, 6,400 stacks? 6,400
No, I think
apples.
6,400 in total.
Yeah, in total.
6,400 chests.
You can't.
No, that would have crashed the server.
Oh yeah, if
That would've
fucking
been-
moving around almost crashes the server, 6,400 chests of apples would be
Wonderful.
permadeath.
It'd be beautiful.
That would light
It'd be the
Dallas's
results
fucking
of my
Linux
Fire Emblem
machine
One
on
Iron
fire.
Man, both seasons.
See,
It's
you
a
said it would
feeling.
light Dallas's computer on fire, and for a second I forgot that Dallas was the name of the person. It was thinking that, like, lighting the entirety of Dallas, Texas on fire.
I mean, okay,
It would probably
so
be
there
that.
is
Terrible.
there is something hilarious with this, right? So I always think of Dallas, Texas when I'm thinking of this guy. You want to know another reason why? So his name is Dallas. His brother's name is Austin.
Oh god.
I
Hmm.
believe you can blame their dad for that.
And the fun part is, if you ask him, were you named after the cities in Texas? They get very defensive.
They do get very mad about it. That's part of the reason I think it's their dad's fault, because they do not like their dad. He's
It
a
do
piece
be
of
like
shit.
that.
I mean, at least they can't say that they were named after a fantasy book.
Yeah, I can't say that.
Not at all.
Definitely not.
Fucking, I know the series too. It's the Dragonlance Chronicles.
Indeed, and you only know that because of my father.
Actually, no. I did get to know that by my mother.
Oh.
Because she used to tell me and would tell me to tell other people that it was actually from the Indiana Jones movie, The Lost City of Tanis. But the thing was, she actually told me, and the reason I hated my name for so long was because she was like, "Yeah, no, your dad named you after the bastard child in
Yep.
Dragonlance Chronicles," and me not knowing what a bastard child was, literally thought this man set me up for life as
No.
a fucking with the worst thing he can find.
Hmm.
So,
She told me this when I was like 8, okay?
Understandable, but nah, Tanis Half-Elf is actually a good character.
Meanwhile, I got my name before Big Bang Theory started.
Oh yeah, and everyone probably
And
thought
everyone
it was
calls you
named
Bazinga
after-
for it.
No, they don't call me
yeah,
Bazinga.
no,
They just say,
I'm
"Oh,
just-
you that dude from that one TV show." I'm like,
I'm just imagining, right? Someone on the premiere night of fucking Big Bang Theory comes over to your house and goes, "Hey, were you named after the show?"
I still
Meanwhile,
get that
you
to this
already,
day.
meanwhile, you already being like 10 at that point, it's like, the fuck do you think, moron?
Hmm.
Bazinga.
Yeah, so a funny thing. So here's the thing. My middle name is the name of one of my uncles. My sister's middle name, however, is Macintosh, named after Macintosh computers.
Nice.
Oh god.
How about there's something that I have, this is probably the only thing I've ever changed if I were to change anything in my name. My middle name. So, my middle name is Michael. The problem with this is,
Interesting.
my father misfucking spelled it.
How do you misspell Michael?
He mixed up the A and the E.
Oh my god, that's
Hell.
hilarious.
Wait, so your middle name is spelled wrong?
Yes.
Nice.
See,
Mine's-
I was gonna say,
Mine-
I hate my first name. Not because Joseph is a bad name, but because of the reason I was named Joseph.
Oh no.
So, my mother wanted to give me a biblical name because she was a Christian.
Oh
First
no,
mistake.
this is already a bad start.
My father wanted to name me after a baseball player.
This is a really
So they
bad
compromised by going with Joseph, like Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat, and Joe DiMaggio.
Hmm.
But my dad wanted me to have the same first letter initial as him. He wanted me to have my middle name start with an A, so we have the same initials.
And my middle name also starts with an A. It's a family tradition where the firstborn male of every generation's name starts with an A. Or middle
Don't
name.
you have an older brother?
He's my half-brother, not on my father's side.
Okay.
That makes so much more sense.
That does explain it.
Yeah.
However, his middle name is Alexander, so he would have fit anyways.
Funny how these things go.
So
The
an
most just
interesting
boy.
thing. So my sister's birth name, cause you know she's trans, was Alexander, and my dad was very opposed to this specifically because, and I quote,
Progress.
Alex is a girl's name, and he refused to call her by Alex.
I know so many guys named Alex. What the hell?
Yeah,
I've
but
made it
my
to
dad
Bargainburg.
perceives it as a girl's name, not a gender ambiguous name. And I find this very funny because my sister ended up being a trans woman.
So, you wanna know what my name was originally supposed to be, even before it became Joseph?
Oh no.
Originally, my name wasn't going to be based around a baseball player, but was going to be partially biblical. It was going to be the Italian word for angel, which is angel. Okay, you know, I don't particularly have a problem with that. Now, of course, my father's side of the family is Italian. My mother's side is, red, like, deep south Hicks.
Oh no.
Did they think it was anal?
No, my aunt, named Susan, although we call her Sissy. Yeah,
That's a name.
yeah.
Does she even know it's an insult?
No, she's the one who told us to call her that. I didn't even know it was an insult until I was like 15.
That's fucking hilarious. Holy shit.
She goes by Aunt Sissy.
Oh my
Or actually,
God.
Aunt Sissy, but I refuse to say it like that.
Yeah.
Like, AU does not make the A sound.
That's where
But-
my family comes from.
So,
That's where Joseph's family comes from too.
yeah, but I don't speak like a hick.
Because you're not.
Yeah. Even though I'm, you know, raised in Georgia. But no, so my Aunt Sissy
So
said,
funny.
no, you can't call him Anhill. That sounds like asshole.
No, not really.
So that's why my
Old
father,
words
mother-
coming from you.
That's also true.
That's when they decided to rename me before I was born to Joseph. If it weren't for my Aunt Sissy saying that Anhill sounds like asshole.
It doesn't.
See,
It
coming from a
doesn't at
Spanish
all.
family, Angel's a relatively normal name, but like, oof.
Yeah, it does sound kind of Spanish.
I mean, Italian and Spanish are both derived from Latin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's a fair point.
And this really has just become a just chatting stream.
This game is surprisingly conducive to such things, especially like if
I mean, what are you gonna say when you fall in, like,
it's like
into the same
oh
jump 30
darn dang,
times?
I fell for the 5th time, 55th time,
Oh,
66th
like,
time.
all of-
falling into a pit again.
So all of the content just either becomes you have to be sitting there screaming the entire time, or you just sit there and talk with people you have with you.
And I am
Which
not the kind of
former
person to
is
scream.
not TJ's.
It's very not. It's very not TJ.
Yeah.
Alright, what
The
am I
closest
doing
I've
there?
ever heard TJ yell, like the closest thing I've ever heard to TJ yelling is just him going, "Ah!"
Yeah.
My various grunts of pain are the loudest I ever get.
See, I think the loudest I get is when I'm laughing.
Understandable.
Yes. Absolutely.
Like, when I laugh, I'm like, God.
See, I laugh really loud, and that's like the loudest sound my mic will, decide to actually carry through. When I start screaming, my mic cuts me out every 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Indeed.
this is true.
Which, to
It's
be fair,
hilarious.
debatably the correct maneuver.
So the loudest documented sound is my laugh.
I don't think you've ever, like, started yelling on stream, to be fair.
Well, I guess I kind of got close today, talking about fucking Melody of Memory and its
Just your frustration.
Of course it'd be Melody of Memory that got you screamed.
It
Oddly
is
enough,
like
it's not my first guess for something to for Jeff to scream about. Even within that franchise.
Are you sure Sunshine didn't make you yell a couple times?
I don't think it did, but it definitely got close.
no, I have straight up screamed in stream before. It was Sunshine.
Indeed.
You know, like when I casually walked through the floor.
Classic maneuver, really.
Sunshine has some massive issues with collision.
What are you talking about? Sunshine is a flawless game with no flaws whatsoever.
Why is this an RT game title?
It's a good question.
Because it's applicable.
I can't disagree.
And I still can't believe how well. Sorry, I'm just thinking back to one of my streams where instead of yelling, I just got my spirit fucking crushed. Remember the Bugsnax speedruns?
Yeah.
Those were so long ago.
Fucking Sheldon's brother hyped me up so much. I had myself believing that, yeah, I could definitely get a new personal best. And then this motherfucker bans my ability to run. And he did! He banned my ability to run the game ever again!
Oh!
I forgot about that incident. Yeah, that was wow.
Beautiful.
Didn't we ban him for the chat for that?
No,
No.
I think we made a rule that if I'm ever to speedrun again, that we will not allow that, like, the point redemptions for that kind of crap. And then I just
He
never
ended
decided
up
to speedrun again.
Barely ended up streaming again.
No, I don't think...
Yeah, you were streaming for a good while.
I ended up streaming for a while longer, but at this, now, I'm not streaming anymore.
The funny part is, I knew it was about to happen because my brother told me he's gonna do that. So I knew what was coming.
And you didn't warn him.
Of course
Well,
not.
it's
Friend
funny.
you are.
Watching a man's spirit burn is one of the funniest things in the world.
It literally crushed my spirit on fucking speedrunning the game.
On
I
stream,
can't-
too.
I was enjoying Bugsnax so fucking much. Like I would be like speedrunning it off stream just to like get a better PB and everything. You guys can attest to that. You were there.
Indeed.
And then that happened, and there's a new DLC to Bugsnax, the Isle of Big Snacks. I refuse to go back to the game. My spirit has been so thoroughly crushed from this game that I cannot look at it in a positive light ever again.
Even though it's not the game's fault.
It really
Especially
isn't.
because it's not the game's fault. Speaking of not the game's fault, I keep falling on like the same jump.
Given the little I know about Sheldon's brother, I almost said Joseph's brother, I'm not surprised at all that he did that.
Yeah, see, y'all don't want to know about my brother.
Oh no, is he a terrible person?
Oh no, my brother's great. Sort of.
Sort of.
He definitely has his issues.
Yeah,
Granted, he's getting over his issues, to be fair.
With Bennett Foddy.
Good.
luckily without Bennett Foddy.
Luckily.
I would agree with saying that is luckily.
Ah!
I don't
Not
know,
again.
maybe him having a narrator for his life that calls him out for his actions might have helped.
Entirely possible.
Because, let's see, he ended up addicted to drugs,
Oof.
Bad start.
which that happened, he was already, like, doing weed, but, you know, I mean, that's just weed, who really cares?
Weed's a gateway. I was addicted to it for
Well-
a minute there, and then I started playing Final Fantasy 14.
Final Fantasy 14 is truly the worst drug addiction.
Well,
I started playing as a tank, and I started having to play. I played as a tank, and so like I literally have to know what's going on at all times. Because if I don't, then everyone's gonna die. Because, you know, I'm the damage sponge. And so I literally got to the point where I would be like, well, I could get high tonight. On the other hand, that would make me completely useless. So there's no point in that.
Remember, kids, don't do drugs, stay in school.
Agreed.
Remember, kids, don't do MMOs.
Don't
Agreed.
do MMOs, stay in drugs.
So, okay, the thing, Jeff, with you saying that weed is a gateway drug, that is only true when it's not legal.
Yeah.
I think.
It's-
I think
If
it
it's
is
not
at least.
only, it's primarily.
Yes, because the thing is, like, when it's illegal, it's like not dangerous, like at all, for the most part. I mean, not any more than alcohol, at least.
Because regulations are in place to make sure, you know, you're not gonna, like, casually overdose on a single, you know.
I'm sorry, alcohol is far more dangerous than weed.
Yeah,
Exactly, that's the
You
point.
can't exactly overdose on weed.
you literally cannot.
This is true.
Yeah.
It is.
You
it
can-
is
I obviously
not
know what I'm
physically
talking about.
possible.
Yeah, you are 100% going to green out way before you can overdose.
Yeah, if you were even it is theoretically possible, but also you would probably just die of smoke inhalation first.
Would check
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the way you're intaking it, because if it's edibles and stuff with a strong enough dosage, you're probably going to die of dehydration.
Yeah.
See, I've never done drugs,
out. Me neither.
including
I
weed.
almost did
I
weed
am very
once, but
straight-laced.
didn't.
See, I have done weed well before I knew most of the people in this call.
That
Mm.
is true, actually. I remember a time where you were. I think it was even illegal in Georgia at the time. was
It
not?
was. It was. Quite literally, my best friend at the time, like best in-person friend, at the time had a dealer, and yeah, I would hang out at his house pretty much every weekend. But he had an unfortunate circumstance. His mom was addicted to hard drugs way before, and so like he saw that behavior in her. I didn't. He just like kind of roped me into it, and I smoked like 3 times when I was at his house. The 4th time, I literally like brought some money to get some, and then I fell asleep.
Hmm.
I feel like before there was any smoking going on, I just went to bed. I was tired.
You do be like that.
Like he went to go pick up the stuff, and he was like, "Hey, yeah," he's like, "I got the stuff. Let's go ahead and start." I'm like, "I'm sleepy. I take a nap."
Whatever works.
He like turned on the lights. I covered my face with a pillow. He's like, I'm gonna smoke this all myself." I'm like, "Go ahead. No care.
Nice.
Sleep is best drug."
Don't do drugs, stay in sleep.
Stay asleep, don't do drugs.
Honestly, sleep is
Sleep.
better than life.
Sleep for all of yeah. Sleep for all of eternity. Don't do life.
Don't do life, stay in sleep.
Become a Disney movie, Sleeping Beauty.
Well, I can get
Except
the
you are
sleeping part. I
beautiful.
can't get the beauty part, personally.
Except you aren't beautiful.
Me and CJ had the like exact same train of thought.
Stay asleep forever. Be ugly.
I've got one half of that down.
Yeah!
I can get the other half, no problem.
I do have a sword.
That's not sleep.
That's
That's,
just
that's sleep
that's
too.
Suboku.
Notable distinction.
It could be.
That's Sudoku.
Suboku. I think that's how it's
Suboku.
pronounced. It's where you commit.
Seppuku.
Seppuku.
That's the one. I can't remember the pronunciation. Okay.
It's Sudoku.
I love doing math puzzles to commit suicide.
Honorably.
Oh my god, that could easily become a very racist joke.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That actually is
Twitch chat, don't listen.
that is, actually
See, what's
surprisingly
bad, when you
racist.
said that, I was thinking that could easily become a Danganronpa execution.
I'd believe it.
So what about Danganronpa execution? I mean,
Sheldon just fucking zones out when we're talking about racist jokes and it comes back with Danganronpa.
no, I spaced it for like 4 seconds. That was all.
That conversation was going a lot longer than like 20 seconds.
I know it was, but instead I just spaced out for 2 seconds. That's all.
We were talking about Sudoku and how like, I said I love using Sudoku. Like, I love using math puzzles to kill myself in an honorable fashion.
That's where the Danganronpa. Okay.
Yeah, it could be a
The math puzzle
Danganronpa.
execution. Here we go.
Is there an ultimate mathematician?
There is, but never in one of the actual games.
Oh, was it the anime?
It wasn't even technically the anime. They like talked about them, but they never actually like showed them on screen.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were they executed?
No, it was before the tragedy.
Wait,
actually,
so was
they
Hope
could've-
Peak Academy not always...
A murder academy?
Yeah, no. Okay, so Hope Seek Academy was originally there. It was originally an actual school where ultimates gathered to further their education. But the ultimate despair girls, for lack of a better term, Junko and Mukuro, took over, and they actually corrupted 16. I think it was 16 students that became their ultimate despairs, which would wreak despair throughout the entire world, and it would be televised, so it was like mass hysteria. These fucking genius children murdering people with no fucking hesitation in terrifying ways. With one of them being like, so all of the most of the like, you know, all the characters from Danganronpa 2 are the ultimate despairs, and considering one of those was it's funny because he's the ultimate breeder, but he literally just commands. He would breed animals together.
Yeah,
Like,
he did hamster.
Yeah, he literally got the title of ultimate breeder because he would take extinct animals and make them no longer extinct.
Impressive.
And this kid's like 16.
You see how my mind went there?
Yeah.
That is not where your mind should have gone, but it checks out
However,
for you.
he would use these animals, like he would use any methods to get these dangerous ass animals, like fucking overpopulating everything. So he would have like armies of lions. He had fucking ravenous hamsters.
Yeah.
You had Gonta, the ultimate insectologist. I don't even need to explain.
Why does ravenous hamsters remind me of the hamster from Overlord?
I don't know, but it reminds me of the rabbit of Carabanig from
Same,
Monty
I was
Python.
thinking Killer Rabbit.
They're like
No, obviously it's just Hammond from Overwatch.
Checks out.
There's a hamster in Overwatch?
Yes.
Yeah.
he has
His hero
a
codename
giant
is Wrecking
metal
Ball.
hamster ball.
He has a mech
God.
hamster
That's
wheel.
a mecha hamster ball. It's amazing. I fucking hate Overwatch.
They call him Wrecking Ball because he also has a tether that he can use to turn his giant mech into, well,
Yeah, he has a fucking grappling hook.
Overwatch had some genuinely good ideas, and then it,
Oh, yeah, no,
it was
so,
Overwatch.
yeah, like,
To be fair, I do kind of like the steel hamster ball with a grappling hook so that you could become a goddamn wrecking ball.
Exactly. It has some
This
good
hamster
ideas. It's just
became Miley
Overwatch.
Cyrus.
Overwatch turn-based RPG when?
oh no.
There's a League of Legends turn-based RPG.
Yeah, get out of here.
What?
Even
There's a
in
League of
think.
Legends turn-based RPG. Ruined King. League
Execution.
of Legends story.
Yeah, isn't it not
Execution.
even a separate game? It's just part of League.
No, it's a separate game. Your Honor, League of Legends.
Fuck off, Ghost!
Death.
my favorite Viking mod, Sal Goodman Tatami Matt.
Say
Yeah.
that first name again?
Sal Goodman.
Sal.
Sal Goodman.
Sal
Saul.
Goodman.
Saul.
Saul.
I love
Saul.
Better Cal Sal. It's my favorite show.
Better cows.
Better count out.
Remember
Wait a
how I
second.
said AU does not make the sound?
Sal. Saul. Whatever.
See, it's even worse for me because being Hispanic, AU Like, that name would be said Saul, like with a stress on the U.
Yeah.
Okay, for some reason I thought Sal Goodman was a different person. In fact, I thought that John Goodman was Sal.
John
His first name
Goodman.
was Sal. So just, the voice actor for Sully from Monsters Inc.
Here we go.
Junko
That being said,
Better
Sal
call
Goodman is
Sully.
really good.
What was
Not
that?
Sal Goodman. God, John Goodman. What's wrong with me? I have a brain.
What was that, Sheldon?
Junko Inoshima colors for biking. Her tatami mat actually turns into Monokuma.
It's punishment time!
Yeah, why did Sheldon turn into Michael Jackson?
I love Michael Jackson noises.
That was Monokuma's laugh. The boo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
No, not
Oh
that.
no! This is why he's murdering children.
Wait a minute.
He couldn't get away. He couldn't get away with it, so now he's
Now he's just killing them.
Let's see. Monokuma starts with an M.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hmm. Are we
He's
really
killing
trying to
all the
figure the
kids.
through lines
He's
between
killing all
Monokuma
the
and Michael
kids.
Jackson?
We don't
Yes.
know why, but he's killing all the kids.
I was about to say something that would be quite incriminating.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I was only gonna say, can you blame him?
I thought it was really funny that every single one of us just immediately went, "Oh no," when Joseph said that.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh
What
no.
else are we supposed to say?
Oh no.
That's a good question that I do not
Yeah.
have an answer for.
I just find it so funny that we're all so used to it now.
Michael Jackson's a murderer.
Oh, I can craft dynamite.
Is there dynamite?
How many times will I go through the sewers?
A lot.
854 times.
How many times will I go through the sewers on the way down?
524,600.
I believe it.
Infinite.
Infinite plus one.
Do you know how infinity works, Sheldon?
Hey, Sheldon, do you really want to do this right here? Do you really want to do this right now? You want to shut me up like this? Really?
I know how infinity works. Infinity's
Well,
just
so actually, if I
Can't
remember
have a plus.
correctly, infinity is actually a set number. We just
It is
haven't
not.
determined what it's going to be.
Infinity.
is literally the concept of all numbers together. 2 is part of infinity.
to infinity and
I mean,
beyond.
technically speaking, if we want to get super semantic about it, there's like certain infinities in like set
Well, yeah,
theory and
there's-
such, but like,
There's like countable infinity and uncountable infinity.
yeah.
Like the list of all natural numbers would be countable infinity.
Infinity has a buffer overflow.
Infinity stack overflow, here we go.
It's just the
There is a way
website Stack Overflow, but there's infinite number of
Infinite number of one post being repeated.
I learned
So
with
Stack Overflow.
Yeah,
yeah,
just stack
yeah,
overflow.
it's just Stack Overflow.
Like,
I love stack overflow.
Infinite numbers of the exact same post.
and you can't forget the person saying, "Oh, never mind, fixed it, issue resolved," but they don't actually answer how
but
they
they
fixed
don't
it.
actually say what the issue was, how they fixed the issue. Yeah.
Classic stack overflow.
I learned with Unburn, there's a way to actually check what slot you have your skin set to. You can right click on them and click configure mod and it should show you which one you chose.
That's nifty.
Yep. Maybe it doesn't do it for all.
Did you remember to unzip in Unvera?
Yes, I did.
Just making sure.
That was the first thing I'm like, I want to unzip this, correct? And I did.
I'm just trying to figure out who uses zip file without unzipping it.
I do shockingly a lot. 'Cause it
Why?
actually works.
That's not how zip files work.
Well, here's the
That's-
thing. One of my ex is like, "Hey, do you want to save it?" I'm like, "Sure." And it saves anything I had done. So I was like, "Oh, this works."
Down,
On-
down,
on
down, down,
On Vim just doesn't do that.
I mean, as far as I'm aware, most compressed files shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Oh man, how long do y'all think I'm gonna be here for? How many more streams do you think this is gonna take?
Probably
I
only
think
You're
one.
only going to do the one.
18.
Yeah, I mean, if you try doing like New Babe Plus and the other Babes category, it might take like 5 or 6 streams.
It might take 5 or 6 years.
He wanted to say it.
Hmm.
Jeff, do you happen to have blaze powder?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go get blaze rods.
This concept of blaze powder.
For some reason, I thought that Sheldon was about to say cunt.
Hmm.
Why?
Whoa there.
I would not be able to answer that question for you.
I don't think I can answer that question.
The only one who can answer that question is May.
No, I definitely can't answer that question.
Fine, I'll answer it. You're deaf.
You're
And
dead.
also, Sheldon has a bad habit of saying things he doesn't mean to.
yes, I do.
Granted, we all kind of have that habit, to be fair.
Sheldon worse than the rest of us, though.
Oof.
Yeah. At least he hasn't said anything racist that I can remember.
True.
Yeah.
Because I don't try to do anything racist, because I'm like, no!
Well, yeah, but a lot of the things you say you don't try to say. You just say them.
Everyone's a little bit racist sometimes.
Racism is one of those things I definitely try to avoid, so I don't
Good.
think you have to worry about that.
Doesn't mean we run around committing hate crimes.
Especially since we're on a stream. How about no?
Okay.
Yeah, I would rather like for people to not be racist on my stream. That would be nice to not have that happen.
Believe me, I'm trying not to. But when we have a joke that leads into a joke that leads into a joke that leads into oh shit, that's bad territory.
Yeah, it do be like that.
You know, a lot of times I mute my mic when my brother walks in here, because my brother has no problem saying the N-word. So I'm like, oh!
Problem.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
death.
Agreed.
You're up.
Hmm.
He says the N-word. Death.
He doesn't say when there's actual people of that color around.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
because he gets beat the fuck
Think
up.
that makes it
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, that makes it worse.
Yeah, Sheldon, really quickly, your brother's white.
'Cause that just makes him a coward.
That's one way of
Not
looking
only
at
are
it.
you racist, but you're a coward about it.
Exactly.
Wait, never mind. He has said it to them. Never mind.
Did he get his beat?
No.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
No, the person just looked at him like, just because you're right.
See,
It's they was just like, because you're. They're
Just
like,
because you're correct does not mean you're right.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
closest I ever came to that wasn't intentional.
Hmm.
I misread one of my friend's names. Like, this was when I first met him.
Oh no.
Ugh.
His name is Nakur. Nakur. And yes, he is black.
Hmm.
So I just looked at his name on the board because he had terrible handwriting.
Oh no.
Name! I feel bad.
I just said, hey, could you say your name before I mispronounce it? Yeah, it's Nakur. Gotcha, that's a K.
See, that's something I wish more people asked me, because it ends up being shortened to some awkward stuff. Like, Ted. I got called Ted. No, I got called Teddy once, and literally nobody in the room knew who the person was talking to. Like, least of all me.
There is
Of
a
course.
reason that everyone calls you TJ.
This is true.
Yeah, like this.
And
is
oddly
my
enough,
first-
it's not for
What your
anonymity
actual name
purposes.
is.
But this was my first day of 10th grade, and fun enough, I had actually met him back in elementary school, and we just didn't realize it until, like, middle of our 12th grade year.
It do be like that sometimes.
And like, wait. You were Joey?
No
Never
wonder
say
my,
that name again.
No wonder my Guilty Gear randomly would start having issues since Bridget came out. Because if you don't upgrade the sillier character descriptions, when a new update comes out, it can break it.
Indeed. Ah, shit. Not again.
But yeah, we realized that like halfway into our senior year. It's like, oh shit. Yeah, never call me Joey again. I will stab you.
You would die.
Oh no, I wouldn't kill him.
Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
I am not willing to make. You don't deserve death.
You don't deserve.
If
Oh,
I
man.
can't get it, neither can you, motherfucker.
I can't wait for Season 3 of the Fire Emblem 1 Iron Man when I finally embrace that ideology.
I don't know why I thought you were about to say season 3 of Shrek.
I mean, we are still waiting on the next Shrek American Idol.
Why would Shrek have seasons?
That's why I was confused.
I mean, do you guys not remember the bonus feature on the Shrek 2
I
DVD
do.
where you could do Shrek American Idol?
I do not. That being said,
don't.
I have sinned,
I'm-
for I have only
I'm
seen
just-
Shrek 1 all the way through. No other Shrek
I'm just
movies.
now realizing with the idea of the show American Idol, Americans
Shrek
have
takes
had
place in America?
no, not just that, but also the fact that Americans have had idol culture for way longer than I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was just weebs.
No.
So, by the way, a quick thing you guys should know about the Blaze Guardians, they can just fucking explode on you, and
Yeah.
they don't die.
Yeah.
There's
Delicious.
fire everywhere. I should have brought an axe. Wait, I have
What
an
was
about to go
what
straight
was
into
that, TJ?
Don't ask.
You
you
had
were-
to
no.
jump, and then you just fucking did a tiny little hop back down.
He didn't even hop, he just stepped down.
Like that. Just like that.
Do I need to start quoting Bennett Body?
Yes. In fact, that's what Jeff was going to do this whole time, if I'm not mistaken.
I was, but then I decided against it.
Terrible mistake.
I don't know if I got that last Blaze Road. Oh, I have 4 of them, that's enough. That's enough to restock my rocket launcher. I will not get context, no.
Why am I forgetting how things work? Ah! Not again.
What else did you do?
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red, but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding, but then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
I'll be here.
Ah! That was a rather convenient fall, I'll give it that.
Indeed.
I love the idea of just face planting the air.
Well, that fall's not going to be that convenient.
Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. Don't worry, I'll save your progress. Always. Even your mistakes.
Joke's on you, I already
Especially
saved
your
my mistakes.
I don't make instead of I don't make mistakes. I don't make intentional decisions. It's
I know
all
that.
mistakes.
I don't make progress.
I don't think piercing is gonna help me.
Alright, we're back here again. Time to see how this goes poorly.
Wait, I need to look something up to prepare for the next major fall.
You looking for like a particular one, or is this gonna be something entirely separate?
More along the lines of I'm modifying the script.
There's something so fluid about the face plant.
When you really start to notice the animation, it just gets so much better.
Yeah.
I think that's part of why it's not like this game isn't that rage-inducing. You literally get to see the embodiment of your feelings every time, rather than Bennett Body, where it's just like getting over it with Bennett Body, where it's just like you're back, and nothing has changed. Nothing will change. Meanwhile,
That's a pretty major fall.
smack.
This game is an homage to a game that came out in 2017 titled Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. The author of that game was Bennett Foddy, a mysterious British designer who was known at the time as not the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products. In a certain way, Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy is the perfect embodiment of the B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer while you're in a pot. That act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything, as you have several times. I lost track.
That's just where it ends.
I lost track. Where is it? Anyway, when you start getting over it with Bennett Foddy, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. Quite frankly, I don't understand how. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Congratulations, you have made it back. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake.
And he fell again.
That's what I do.
Completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment, or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy is real. The obstacles in Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Bennett Foddy intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing.
No! Okay, we're good. Alright, where am I going from here, actually? Hold on. Not there, that's for sure.
A funny thing happened to me as I was building this castle. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, tested, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past a new obstacle was my fault as a player, rather than as a builder. Imaginary castles build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the peak that turns those castles into something real. I definitely did not almost say mountain. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas, and that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
No!
For years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world, and for the most part, that hasn't happened, because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean that they look bad, or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. Yonder simulator.
Got him.
I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context. And once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds.
Yeah?
Yes, I do have the script of this just in front of me.
I figured there's no way you were gonna remember any of that.
Like, someone has the entire script typed up
That's
and
wonderful.
broken into paragraphs.
Oh, I keep missing that one. I'm so bad.
Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age, and you can build culture out of trash, but only trash culture. B games, B movies, the B movie, B music,
Got him.
philosophy. Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, just like the B movie starring Jerry Springfield.
Terry Springfield.
The ash heap of creativity's mountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted.
You know the funny part about all that script? I actually, like, super resonate with it.
Same. Like, a lot of it is just really good. Oh, wait, okay.
You
There's
just keep
3D
reading.
models of breakfast, Gen Xers fanfiction novels, scanned magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on live. Oh. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift matchups. Car crash epic fail .gifs, like the peanut butter. Russian dashcam bits. Discussions of McRibs. Discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled.
I would like to point out, for the longest time, I died on the hill of a very specific pronunciation of that term until I saw some, what were they, Target commercials?
Yes.
Yeah, so I've officially changed to saying GIF.
Because we do not like the term gifting out.
We do not like that term here.
Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh, and there's years of persevering disappearing into the...
You good?
I feel like the script is messed up. There's years of persevering disappearing into the pile. I feel like something's missing. Oh well. But there's years of persevering disappearing into the pile. Out of style. Out of sight. In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things? When games were new, they wanted a lot from you. Daunting you, taunting you, resetting you, and delaying you. Players played stoically. Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly. A quick fix for the fickle. Some tricks for the clicks of the feckless. But that's not you. You're an acrobat. You could swallow a baseball bat. I do not remember that. I don't think I ever saw that line when I played Getting Over It.
I actually feel like I have seen that line, but I do not remember the context at all. That being said, there's not really much context in that game, so...
Well, that one mod I have is loud. Oh, my poor ears.
Yeah, you didn't need those anyway.
I have a mod where every time a counterattack happens, it's Peter Griffin screaming, "Oh, holy fuck!"
Checks out.
And they have it loud.
See, my counter is, that ain't it, Chief. Well, you can go ahead and read more.
Now I know. Most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, as I am, while some dude with 10 million views or 3 views does it for you,
I'm
like a
getting called
baby
out.
bird being chewed up food. That's culture too. But on the off chance that you're playing this, what I'm saying is, trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable. What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far feeling frustrated. It's underrated. An orange is sweet, juicy fruit locked inside a bitter peel. That's not how I feel about a challenge. I only want the bitterness. It's coffee. It's grapefruit. It's licorice. It feels like we're closer now, composer and climber, designer and user. You could have refused, but you didn't. There was something in you that was hidden, that chose to continue. It means a lot to me that you've come this far, endured this much. Every wisecrack, every insensitivity, every terrible joke made by your co-streamers. Every setback you've forgiven me is a kingly gift that you've given me, the Jump King.
Oh god, ad-libbing the
But I
Bennett
love
Foddy
meta
script is
commentary.
amazing.
I mean, it wouldn't be right if I just copied it one-to-one.
This is true.
You gotta love the meta commentary. It's fucking beautiful.
Meta commentary is always wonderful.
Wow, I did not realize how short the script was of this game.
Understandable.
Like, I'm already in the final 3 paragraphs.
Well, you get to read another one.
We have the same taste, you and I. It's not ambition. It's ambition's opposite. An obdurate mission to taste defeat. You'll feel bad if you win. So I put this pit in for you. Have you thought about who you are in this? Are you the man in the shoes, the Jump King? Are you his hand? Are you his shoes? I think not. Where your hand moves, the shoes will not follow. Nor the man, nor the man's hands. In this, you're his will, his intent, the embodied resolve in his uphill ascent. Now you've conquered the ice cliff. You did not. The platforms, the church, and the rectory. The living room, and the factory. The playground, and the construction site. The granite rocks, and the lakeside. You've learned to hike. There's no way left to go but up. And in a moment, I'll shut up. But let me say, I'm glad you came.
Alright, I want to mention, I know exactly why it's so short. That's the script for progression,
Yeah,
not the script for failure.
wait, is there a separate...
Yes.
There is a
Yes,
separate script for
because-
failure, fuck.
Yes, because of all the quotes he says when you fail.
Yeah.
So you've been giving him false hope this entire time.
Indeed. And as we all know, false hopes are the only kind of hope I run on. Fuck. No!
Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die. Mary Fry.
No!
To live is to suffer. To suffer is to find meaning in the suffering. Wait, to survive is to find meaning in the suffering.
Good job.
Friedrich Nietzsche.
Oh god.
I swear I can read.
I love Nietzsche
To live
philosophy.
is to die. To die is to live.
In this place, to find is to find, and to lose is to lose.
People die if they are killed.
Oh god.
To find is to find, and to lose.
Speaking of, anyone who is ready for my playthrough of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, go watch Stickman Sham's what was it? Just any of the Kingdom Hearts game experiences. They're all very incredible and accurate to the games.
Indeed.
I'll get there eventually. Eventually.
I'll get there.
Something iconic about to find is to find, to lose is to lose.
Indeed. It is wonderful, is it not?
Indeed.
Indeed.
It's like, if I hadn't picked engineering as my path, I probably would have gone down philosophy.
Understandable.
And even then, I'm not good at physical engineering. I want to be software.
Understandable.
See, I want to be IT, but I absolutely fucking hate when people ask me, so what's wrong with it? What'd you do to fix it?
I turned it off and on.
Or even worse, when I'm trying to work through it, like, I'm still struggling with it, and they're like, hey, so what's wrong with it? I don't know, if I fucking knew it'd be fixed by now!
It's like, maybe if you gave me more than 2 seconds.
Like anyone would ever do that.
I'll give you 3. Final offer.
Maybe if you gave me more than 40 seconds.
This
I
is
don't
a
want
fa-
any excuses. Well, maybe if you give me
This
more
is-
than 44 seconds.
This is a fascinating matchup I have. I have Van Damme versus Ned Flanders.
What?
Spy mod.
Oh.
Van
No, this
Damme
isn't
with
Strive.
Lewis mod.
No, at this rate, that's no longer Strive modding.
Yeah.
He's modding Multiversus.
Oh, man.
God. Multiverses mods scare me. People already had shoeless Harley Quinn on the first day.
Damn.
And then Multiverses intentionally broke mods and started permabanning people.
They couldn't handle. Warner Bros. Couldn't handle the Harley Quinn feat.
They quite literally said no horny on main.
It's really funny because it's from what I can think of, the only major mistake they have made.
Fuck it.
Well, no, Warner Bros. Made a lot of mistakes recently.
Well, I mean specifically with.
Yeah, with Multiverse.
Wait, what they do
Multiverse
recently?
seems to be doing really well.
In an attempt to cut 2.8 billion in cost, they ended up losing over 30 billion.
Nice.
What the fuck did they do?
Something
let me-
wrong.
How do you manage to do something like that?
By doing something wrong.
Poor planning. Just ask any gambling addict.
$20 billion, not 30 billion. My bad.
Oh,
Either way.
So, the Warner Bros. Discovery merger was a huge shake-up for the industry, blah blah blah. The merger has been riddled with controversial decisions that have many analysts, casual observers, and even Hollywood celebs scratch their heads. These decisions haven't been without their consequences. Since the Warner Discovery merger, the company has plummeted by $20 billion in value. When Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav set out his plans for the newly merged company, he announced the goal of cutting costs by $3 billion. Now, obviously, this cost cutting doesn't necessarily affect the stock price, but you have to imagine the shareholders aren't happy with the dip. Back in April, Warner Bros. Discovery had a market cap of $49.51 billion, according to insertwebsite.com here. As of today, that number is sitting around the $31 billion mark. Add that to the fact that the company is holding $55 billion in debt.
What?
Impressive.
So, most of the blame is being placed on Zaslav, who continues to disappoint shareholders and customers with his decisions. His most urgent goal is to merge HBO Max and Discovery Plus. HBO still exists?
Apparently.
Yeah.
It has kind of.
I lost
Wait,
the
actually,
good
I
match.
didn't. No, I didn't think it was still around either. Thinking about it.
Well, now it's part of Warner Bros., which is $55 billion in debt.
Debatably not around.
So
that's why there's 55 billion in debt.
Because
the cut started with some beloved DC shows on the CW, whatever the hell that means, including
It's a channel.
Okay, including Batwoman and Legends of Tomorrow. Cancellation of the nearly complete Batgirl movie. The industry was shocked when a movie with $90 million sunk into production, which was apparently complete, was shelved with tax write-offs as the reported reasoning.
Ow.
What?
Let's see.
Made some progress. Time to watch how that
Most
goes.
recent victim of the cancellation. Oh, progress, hey.
Well, I did
that
say time to
notably
see how
wasn't
that
the
goes.
place.
Well, you didn't lose too much.
That's true. I say as I lose slightly more. I'll get there eventually.
Oh!
If I leave, will it like save my progress, or do I have to do
Yes.
this all from the start? Nifty
It
shit.
saves your progress.
It's just like getting over it,
Yeah,
but with
Except you'll never get over it.
getting over it with Joseph last name unknown.
Joseph of incorrect last name. Not unknown, incorrect.
So you
I
know
found-
Anji's spinning move on kick.
Yeah.
I forgot that's
Yes.
the name. The second I activated that, the AI Ramfo activated Motivato and I took no damage.
Nice.
The soul would have no rainbow, had the eyes no tears. John Vance Cheney.
I'll be back. I gotta use the bathroom quickly.
All right.
Yeah, so the most recent victim of the cancellation spree was an upcoming animated Batman series by Matt Reeves, J.J. Abrams, and creator of the acclaimed Batman the Animated Series, Bruce Timm. Other projects like Merry Little Batman, Did I Do That to the Holidays, a Steve Urkel story, The Amazing World of Gumball, the movie, The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie, and Bye Bye Bunny, a Looney Tunes musical.
Wait, did you say the Gumball movie was canceled?
Damn.
Yep.
Damn.
God damn it.
But did I do that to the holidays?
A Steve Urkel special.
Oh,
Yeah, that
God.
one deserved to be fucking shelved.
I can't disagree.
But like in the last season of Gumball, they were setting up a really good storyline, and that movie was supposed to clear it up.
I mean, I don't know why you're surprised, considering it's been so fucking long.
Because we've actually had updates from the fucking makers.
Alright, this looks like as good a
Joseph-
place as any to
Joseph,
end it.
Joseph, read all of them.
This seems like as good a
Oof.
place to end this.
You
Go ahead
lost
and
a
start
lot of
reading.
progress. That's a deep frustration. A real punch in the gut.
3 hours gone.
Sorry about that.
769 full nights.
But oh no, it happened again. Keep on trying. Don't let it get to you. This thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. Mary Pickford. The pain I feel now is the happiness I had before. That's the deal. C.S. Lewis.
I want to
feel
go
with
ahead and say. I want to go ahead and say that the TJ literally asked, "Does this game save my progress, or do I have to start all the way from the beginning?" And then proceeded to fall all the way to the beginning, making that question completely worthless.
obsolete. Well, we'll be saving my failures anyway. Because where's the fun in not doing that? Alright. Well, that happened, everyone.
It certainly did happen.
Well, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you being here. And, yeah. I am great at video games, obviously. So, yeah, that'll be it for today. I still don't know what I'm streaming tomorrow. Honestly, it might just be more of this.
Understandable, considering you've made exactly 0% progress.
It's a brilliant plan, trust me. Anyways, yeah. I'll probably be doing more of this tomorrow. Go ahead and join me on Monday for some more Chrono Trigger. Wednesday for the start of the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection, where I'll be playing Super Mario 64 first. And, then Friday for more of this if I don't finish it on Saturday, which frankly I don't place my odds of finishing it on Saturday very high. But yeah, that'll be it. Do any of my co-commentators have anything to say?
Yeah, so watch my new video, it comes out tomorrow.
Indeed. Remember,
It
you
is
can find said
birthplace.
video at Jeff's Gaming Emporium on YouTube.
A Faust AI just murdered himself with his own bomb by trying to use his overdrive and blew himself up.
Oof.
It's beautiful.
And if that is all, then I shall see you all later.
Yep. Back.